I gotta get out of here. Now.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Hello. Nothing much, what's up with you? Yeah, I can see that. Oh man. Do I got a map? No, find one right now, brother. Got an axe though. Alright. Follow me. What a time, man. Let's see if we... That's the car. There's the car I was trying to take you to. I'm gonna go look for it. I'm gonna look for... Oh. Alright, I'm gonna look, alright? Oh, I found the fuse to the phone house. Oh, nice. Alright, I'm looking right now, buddy. Very, very good. Got a map, nice. Alright, alright. Doesn't look like the battery's been found yet, my boy. Must be in here somewhere. Nice, homie. Nice.
Introduce yourself and all that. What's up, guys?
Give me a bag of those Reese's Pieces or a bag of those little Lifesaver gummies. They're gone. If it ain't black, then it's whack. Oh, there's a propeller. Nice. All right, follow me, buddy. I can take you there. I can take you to Neverland. All right, come on, follow me. I can take you to the motherland. The only problem is Jason is at the fucking boat. I'm not lying. Jason's at the boat. Yeah, let's just keep looking for the battery and the keys. Sounds good. You stay with me. You stay with Black Girl. All right, we're gonna go in the next house. Let's go. This has been it's been looted. Oh dear God. Okay. I see him. I'm running up on him. I'm running up on Jason. Bitch ass hoe. Bitch ass hoe. What's up with you, bitch ass hoe? Alright, let's go. Come on, follow me. Let's go. Ah! Come on. Follow me. Sir, follow me. Shut up, shut up. You gotta tell him our plan. Oh, dear God. Alright. Quit saying it. He can hear you. I am worried. Alright, let's go. Come on. It's just up here. Turn. It's right above. It's right above. Alright. We're gonna have to cross this bridge and we'll be on it. Yep, we're gonna cross this bridge and we'll be on it. Don't go in the water. Alright, I'm gonna defend you. I'm here. Go. Oh my god, no, my friend. Go, my friend, go!
Damn it, no! Help! Oh, God! No, stop!
Go!
You want some more?
Go, my friend, go! Oh shit.
It started.
Get out of here!
You want some more?
Oh no, never mind, I'm coming! No! He's on there! That motherfucker took my spot! Jason, go kill them! 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 I fucking sacrificed my life for you dumb bitch ass motherfuckers. You deserve to die.
Here.
I risked my life just for this motherfucker to take my spot. This fucking dumbass bitch.
Okay, all set. Time to get out of here.
Tommy's been called. Ah, damn it. This Jason wasn't even good either, dude. I didn't know you were chill like that. I didn't know you were chill like that, damn. Damn. Your mama must hate you. Yeah, you get neglected. Yeah, you got neglected as a child. Who even are you? Fucking weirdo. You come on the game to talk to shit to random people, you weirdo? Makes your little peepee feel big, don't it? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna come murk your ass from Jason. I'm finna kill your ass so slow. I'm gonna be blasting that shit. I ain't any. Dylan's Jason. Suck my nuts, Xavier.
I gotta get out of here. Now.
Margot, what happened? What happened? Oh, Margot, you just watch it. You go outside.
Hello? Hello? Oh, God, help us! Jason's real! Please help us! Help! Help!
You better go get them. Nigga, you better go focus on them, Jason. Them motherfuckers about to escape. Them motherfuckers about to escape on your ass, bro. You focus on me. What you focus on me for, boy? Them motherfuckers about to escape. You ain't killing this. You can't get a piece of this. You want a piece of this? You can't have a piece of this. You can't have a piece of this, Jason. Fuck out of here. Can't have a piece of this filet. Nigga, I'm filet mignon. Goodbye. Go outside. Go down. Go down, sugar. It's okay. Let's fucking go, baby. I'm roasting up a bone. Just want some Mike.
It's been 4 years since Michael Myers killed my daughter. Vanished without a trace.
What are you gonna do when Michael comes back?
Have you ever been to Carbone before? Would you want to join us for supper tonight? You're too old to be doing that.
Mike sucks ass, so it's amazing to watch him.
All right, welcome back to the night shift, ladies and gentlemen. You're working late, so it's time to clock in. Holy shit, bro, I got lightheaded from that. That one was a little over the top, and that's because we're going to Vegas, guys. It's another travel episode. Right now, we have to drive from LA to Anaheim, where Logan is calling out Roman Reigns.
What if I land that one lucky shot?
One of the craziest weekends in Vegas history. Travis Scott performing Saturday night, Canelo fighting Saturday night, and a Raiders home game on Sunday, which I'm going to. So we just made it to Anaheim, 2 hours in traffic. We pull up. I told the guy at the gate, I was like, we don't have the tail number. He goes, David? Mike? Maybe he's a night shift fan. I don't know. Have you seen the show before? You know it's a real night shift fan when he says David first.
I called for a press conference in Vegas with Roman. I'm gonna wrestle him in Saudi Arabia at the Crown Jewel for the title. I fucking told you.
I told you you're not, bro.
It's done, Mike. You're looking at the future. Universal champion.
A lot has happened at the ranch you're talking about.
I flipped the razor. We walked away relatively unscathed.
You gotta like tell them what happened
I know.
right
What are you
before.
talking about? What are you talking about? I'm giving the guy. No.
No. Okay, whatever.
Don't use this in your
Did you
videos.
guys just have a storytelling argument? He's supposed to be the king storyteller.
I'm setting up context.
Now I know that our flight attendant is built for this plane. She's standing in the back listening to the story, getting trashed. Just getting trashed. You fly this around a lot?
I fly in a couple different planes.
That's like my version of like, you come here often. Have you ever been to Carbone before?
I haven't.
Would you want to join us for supper tonight? I'm dead serious. Make him a drink and then think about it. Yeah. So, what were you saying? I'm talking about living. You're talking about dying. I'm talking about living. You see how quickly life can be taken from you? So then you have to invite your flight attendant to the restaurant, bro. Okay? Oh, can I depark this jet?
Keep throwing a shock, Mike. Get the hell out of here.
Thanks for having us on this jet, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you so much. It was Melina, right? Is it Melina?
I think she's married, man, or has like a serious boyfriend. She was like, no.
One conversation on Impulsive about carrying your girlfriend's purse.
I'm setting up context! Now I know that our flight attendant is built for this plane. She's standing in the back listening to the story, getting trashed. Just getting trashed. You fly this around a lot?
I fly in a couple different planes.
That's like my version of like, you come here often. Have you ever been to Carbone before?
I haven't.
Would you want to join us for supper tonight? I'm dead serious. Make him a drink and then think about it.
Thank you. I'll think about it.
Yeah. So, what were you saying? talking about living. You're talking about dying. I'm talking about living. You see how quickly life can be taken from you? So then you have to invite your flight attendant to the restaurant, bro. Okay. Oh, wait, can I depart this jet?
You keep throwing a cock, Mike. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Thanks for having us on your jet, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you so much.
It was Melina, right? Is it Melina? I think she's married, man, or has like a serious boyfriend. She was like, nah.
One conversation on Impulsive about carrying your girlfriend's purse. Now I carry her purse.
He's changing.
Andrew Tate would not like that.
What do you think went wrong with the flight attendant?
Oh, yeah, what happened with that?
I think she was a man. She was going on a trip to Utah for her birthday, and I was like, you going by yourself? And she was like, nah, I'm going with somebody.
Oh, well, some things just work out, huh?
Dude, I'm gonna...
And now a word from our sponsors.
As you guys can tell, I love Vegas, but if you think I'm gonna be flippant about my finances, you got another thing coming, Buster. And that's why today's video is sponsored by Rocket Money, formerly Truebill, an all-in-one finance platform that helps you save more and spend less. The personal finance manager allows you to manage your subscriptions, lower your bills, monitor your credit, and build your savings all in one place. Rocket Money safely and securely identifies recurring charges and even cancels unwanted subscriptions all in one touch right in the app. You can upload a photo of your cable bill, your power bill, and the app will actually negotiate to lower it. That's crazy. Plus, it can help you set budgets and notify you when you go over them so you don't blow all your money in Vegas. So to save more and spend less, join the 3.4 million members using Rocket Money. And as always, I got the hookup for you guys today. Go to rocketmoney.com/Mike and click the link in the description below to get started for free. And let's get back to the night shift, baby. Viva Las Vegas, or so they say, am I right? $3,000 for 2 nights in an Encore King room. I've never in my life seen a price that fucking high for a regular Encore room. What are you looking at?
Your chest, man, is really fucking
What?
hairy.
A lot of people have been saying it's so hairy. What should I do about it? Should I trim it?
You think Trump stays here, or he stays at the
Trump probably stays at the Trump,
So
even
now-
though the Trump is a complete and utter fucking shit. It's not that bad, but it's kind of a shithole compared to the Encore. Here are the 3 things I take. These potato chips, this water, and this intimacy kit. Every single time, and I take the intimacy kit, by the way, it's like $52. It's the worst condom. It's so thin, it's a piece of shit, and I try to fuck with it for like 30 seconds, and then I just take it off anyways, and I waste the $52. So we just got to Carbone, my favorite restaurant in the world, and I don't want to make too much of a scene at dinner, but this is a food vlog now. Just to start, spicy salami, various breads, and then this fresh Parmesan, big eye tuna, and we're gonna put a little lemon on it. She ordered that specifically. The beef carpaccio, thinly sliced, completely fucking raw meat. Fire. Burrata cheese with a caviar. Look at the inside of that. The spicy rigatone. This is the plate that made Carbone famous.
Yo, you look so stupid.
YouTube content. That's so funny. This is what I do for a living. Maybe you can relate if you ever made a fucking YouTube video. No one at this table's fucking eating. They're eating like little rats, little cokehead rats that don't do coke, but they don't fucking eat. So look at that plate, bro. 1 ravioli. What are you doing? Eat some. Oh my god, oh my god. Really quick, ribeye Diana, a beautiful porterhouse steak, fresh bronzino fish right here, a glazed chicken, truffle corn, a nice corn with all the truffle, lobster ravioli. All of these are giant chunks of lobster with the sauce. You blew it. Blew what?
You ordered too much food.
Yeah, look at you rubbing your nose like you did cocaine. You're not even eating. I know you didn't do cocaine. I shouldn't even start that rumor.
Are you certain I didn't do cocaine?
Oh, you look like right now, you look like
Well, that's
you
what I'm saying.
Disclaimer at the bottom. He's a WWE guy. He did not do cocaine.
They do not allow us to do cocaine in the WWE.
Otherwise,
I'd be ripping that.
No, that's not true either.
Smooth video conferencing, nearly bufferless binge watching, games with virtually no lag, and your house full of smart devices. Super fast, reliable CenturyLink 5.
Excess right now. I just lost all my money.
They don't ever let us on the podcast. Why? I'm gonna crash the podcast one time.
Crash it. You've been invited 60 times.
Actually, I don't know about this. You know, it gets my manager, and all of a sudden it's just. Go.
Where's your manager? Your man, Mo? Damn, Mo, you got big, bro. What type of music we playing? What type of music? Mexican Independence Day. What's Marshmallow's dating life look like these days? You got a marshmallow.
Marshmallow?
Marshmallow.
No marshmallow.
If you're watching this and you're a nice
Your
girl,
boy's ready to mingle.
Marshmallow's ready to mingle. Drop it in the comments below. Drop your cell phone number in the comments. Don't do that. Do not fucking do that. We made it to the Marshmallow Show. You're probably not going to be able to hear any of this.
No, I'm not joking. I don't know if I should tell you my thing because I have children, so you gotta just don't get my face.
You're probably going to see this.
Just get Betsy and Bonnie. Betsy and Bonnie, OnlyFans account, but not my face, just the tits.
Wait, I thought there was some trick she was going to do. Is
Betsy
Betsy
and
Bonnie?
Bonnie.
Yeah, I like that. That's all you need, especially in Vegas. Hey, have a good day. Be safe. There's this thing in Vegas called the Night One Wad Blow, right? That's what I call it, at least. You traveled in from fucking Tuscaloosa, for example, right? Here's the problem. Night one, you go absolutely crazy. You're at excess till 4, you go to the tables till 6, you're in the room with some girl till 8, you gotta wake up the next day and you gotta do shit. And it fucks up your entire rhythm for the entire trip. I have been to Vegas 600 times, and every single time I've done the exact same thing. We are going right now to the Logan Paul Roman Reigns press conference. I'm planning on making it an hour at least. Let's go, let's fucking go. I'm really sending this one. I mean, I could do this all day, bro. Look at all these fucking people. Holy shit. Talk to each and every one of them.
Please welcome the Maverick, Logan Paul.
Look at their side, bro. Nobody moves. They don't applaud anything. They just sit there. They just sit there.
Acknowledge me.
I ain't acknowledging shit.
My brother is fighting Anderson Silva. A week before, I take on Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia.
We're going to Saudi Arabia.
So guess what we're gonna go see? We're gonna go see The Line.
Okay, so we just arrived at the Circus. If you could use, how about just one word to describe this hotel? Just one word.
3 words.
Okay.
Too many kids.
I thought you were gonna go with 3 words. Piece of shit.
It's all.
They got the best steakhouse.
No shot. No shot. So when I had to book a room for David, because obviously he's the shooter, he needs a room to stay in, I said, David, you can stay with me at Encore for $2,000, or I'll make a deal with you. You can stay at a hotel by the name of Circus. Complete shit. How you doing? Shithole. If you stay at Circus, I'll also give you the remainder of the money that I save in cash for you to gamble with. And David, which one did you choose, buddy?
$1,000.
What are you gonna do with it?
Well, I gotta compensate all the trauma I'm going through, so I'll put $300-400 aside just in case I lose all of it. But I'm aiming to spend it all.
That was the Homer.
Get chased and killed in this hole.
This looks like a scene from The Shining. 2 little girls on their little tricycles, squeaky little tricycles, and then a river of blood.
I slept with this only.
Bro,
I slept.
this blanket?
No, I didn't use it.
No, with this one, do you have any idea how much splooge is on this blanket?
Get that thing off.
There's at least got to be a good view.
Sorry.
What in the fuck? What is going on in here, bro? It's like a fucking nightmare. Look at this door. What is this, bro? It looks like someone came in a bag and put it in the fucking bathroom. I can't be here. Someone chopped up a ½ gram of cocaine right here with a razor blade. As someone who knows better than anyone, this is a 3-month-old full razor blade cocaine chop up. David, I'm just gonna say it like this. This is a shithole and you've earned it. There you go, brother. $1,000. Best of luck to you. I'm getting the fuck out of here before I get tetanus. So we're at the Canelo Triple G fight now. And Canelo's about to come out with a mariachi band. All right, make a prediction right now. Who you got?
I said Canelo around 10.
I got Canelo in the 7th.
We got a lot of Canelo predictions out here, people. Let's see what happens. Hey, bad news.
What's up, bro?
Remember your prediction about the fight? Yeah, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Not the first time. Remember your prediction about the fight? Oh, yeah. You were wrong. Viva Mexico, by the way. Happy Independence Day to all the Mexicans out there. We are one step closer to delivering our 5th Vital signed copy in exchange for our table tonight. David, I have to ask you. You have the money. How's your gambling been going so far?
So far, I'm down, all right? On vibes, I'm up. Hotel is shit.
How far down are you?
300.
Oh, fucking Liver King, bro.
And then when I could go on
on y'all's podcast and hang out with you guys. The confidence it gave me to go do my thing and today.
Bro, you brought the story to us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we did this shit.
Going to Travis Scott with Liver King was not on my 2022 bingo card at all, bro. All right, so here's the deal, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I'm gonna make it to Travis tonight.
You look beat, dude.
No, because he's going to
No,
sleep.
no, no. Kelsey
He's
and I are
done.
going out. You were
David,
staying.
you were sleeping at dinner, so the chance of making it out.
Pinball?
Yeah, maybe I won't go to bed.
No, that's a serious question. No.
Bro, you've known me for 6 years,
Have you
homie.
heard of what I'm saying?
What do you think? Do you have anything you want to say to the next audience?
I don't.
See what happens. Hey, bad news. What's up, bro? Remember your prediction about the fight? Yeah, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Not the first time. Remember your prediction about the fight? Oh, yeah. You were wrong. Viva Mexico, by the way. Happy Independence Day to all the Mexicans out there. We are one step closer to delivering our Fifth Vital signed copy in exchange for our table tonight. David, I have to ask you. You have the money. How's your gambling been going so far?
So far, I'm down, all right? On vibes, I'm up. Hotel is shit.
How far down are you?
300.
Oh, fucking Liver King, bro.
And then when I could go on y'all's podcast and hang out with you guys. The confidence it gave me to go do my thing and today.
Bro, you brought the story to us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we did this shit.
Going to Travis Scott with Liver King was not on my 2022 bingo card at all, bro. All right, so here's the deal, dude. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to make it to Travis tonight.
You look beat, dude.
No, because he's going to
No,
sleep.
no, no. Kelsey
He's
and I are
done.
going out. You were
David,
staying.
you were sleeping at dinner, so the chance of making it out.
Pinball?
Yeah, maybe I won't go to bed.
No, that's a serious question. No.
Bro, you've known me for 6 years,
Have you
homie.
heard of what I'm saying?
What do you think? Do you have anything you want to say to the next audience?
I'm drunk.
All right, we're at Allegiant Stadium, the end of a wild weekend in Vegas. I was going to go back to LA and do a burger spot, but I wanted the weekend to tie together nicely. I didn't want to leave, go home, find another spot. Show them where we're at right now. Show them. Literally one of the dopest boxers at the Raiders game right now. Raiders-Cardinals. Calling it A5 Wagyu. If you believe that, God bless. Maybe they went to Kobe, Japan and got it. Probably not. It's got the American cheese, some onions, some nice pickles, ketchup, mayo, mustard. There's something to be said about the toppings. Not really believing the A5 right now. Roll soft. The cheese is very thick and tasty. It's fucking stadium food. It's not gonna top the list. The vibes are great. Carlos Santana performed the national anthem. You can't beat that. Raiders box, private box cheeseburger. I'm gonna go 4.7. 4.7. Let's go Raiders! One lady, that's it. What is there really to say about the city of Las Vegas, guys? There's a lot up here. There's a lot of lessons coming out of this week's episode. What are you doing? Stop. As I said earlier in the episode with the night one wad blow, I didn't go to Travis Scott. David took the money and he didn't gamble it. Sometimes you need to know when to hold them and you need to know when to fold them. Lately, at the end of these episodes, I've been feeling like when I get back to the house, I might want to add a little bit of value to your lives. I know we have a lot of fun on this show, but last week we came back here, we talked about balance. So the one for this week is, yo, if you're not feeling the vibe, get the fuck out. Trust your gut. David didn't like the table, so he took the money and ran. He started with 1,000, he gave 500 back. Now, he could have gambled the other 500, but as they say, one bird in hand is better than two in the bush. Really wild episodes coming up. Next week, we go on a camping trip to Yosemite with a couple girls and a couple friends. The week after that, God knows where we'll be, but hopefully we continue to end up back here with more life lessons for y'all on the night shift. What most, at this point, let's all be honest, would consider to be the best fucking blog on YouTube. Like, let's just cut all the bullshit aside and call a spade a spade. And I guess there's not really much else to say this week except for, as always, thank you so much for working late with us. We are clocking out. Peace! Taking a little road soda with you, huh?
What? Literally.
Wait, what? Oh my God, what a sexual fucking escapade.
Did he ever do heroin?
When I look at you, I see a small second grade school child in front of his test. Like, excuse me, teacher, shut your fucking mouth. Dearest Andrew, you have always been very swell. Keep smiling, keep going. Mike, I never know what to write. I'm just going to explain the rest of it to you. Oh, perfect. Just keep it coming. We'll eat all of it. A lot of traffic laws out here. Dude, fuck. All right, what do we do with the food? Is there a homeless person in here?
Dancing with the Stars is getting all shook up. Let's go! For Elvis Night. Live Mondays, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on Disney+.
Thank you very much.
Wouldn't you love a medical career where your patients are animals instead of people? As a veterinary technician,
You should have known better than to invite Americans into your suite, dude. We're very destructive people. We try our best, but we're too old to be doing that.
That's a really good block.
Get season 5 mid. Just when you thought all the internet drama was beginning to die down a bit, we have a new wild and wacky development here, but this time on YouTube, and involving cheating. But not like the anal bead chest cheating. This cheating doesn't involve butt plugs or anal beads at all. This one involves a man who was unfaithful to his wife. I'm talking about the Try Guys, Ned Fulmer. The Try Guys are a massive channel, have been for a long time, and yesterday they posted this message letting people know that Ned Fulmer would no longer be working with the Try Guys. After this was posted, all of the information began to surface as to why. There's video, picture evidence that confirms that Ned Fulmer cheated on his wife with a workplace associate for quite some time, I believe. And it was a big mess, a big, stinky, filthy mess. I went over the situation on stream, and I'll show you the clips from that, but I think it's very important to highlight that Ned Fulmer's entire identity revolved around how much he loved his wife. Like, I swear to God, it was like he took a goddamn love potion from Harry Potter, because half the shit he would talk about in the videos was how much he loved his wife. And then it turns out he was cheating on her. So yeah, just a giant scumbag shit stain, and the entire community was really caught off guard by this, obviously. Super shocked to learn that Ned Fulmer was a cheater. That would be like if you guys learned I secretly enjoyed Burger King. I am publicly insulting them all the time, saying how bad they are, comparing their food to nuclear sludge. But imagine all of that's just a lie, and it turns out that I actually love Burger King and I'm boofing Whoppers in my bathtub every night. You would be shocked and feel betrayed just even learning that about me. So I think the audience definitely felt that, because they were all under the impression that Ned Fulmer was a very family-first kind of guy. He has kids as well. So no one really thought Ned Fulmer would be a piece of shit like this. So very sad situation overall. I'll go ahead and play the stream moments that really showcase the whole situation a bit more, but I wanted to give you the general overview here of what's going on. So I think most people are familiar with the Try Guys, I would imagine. Try Guys are a huge channel and have been for a very long time. And one of the members has recently been accused of being unfaithful to his wife. A wife whom he would constantly brag about and mention how much he loves his wife and respects his wife. In fact, he even posted a whole compilation of it. This is Ned, and the love he feels for his wife. Yeah, so it's like straight out of Borat with the whole my wife thing. So he talks about his wife a lot. He mentions his wife a ton. Always positively, too. You know, everyone was shocked when they heard it was Ned who cheated on his wife. Because this man, with everything he said, treated her like an angel, viewed her like a goddess. And yet, he was tempted by the forbidden fruit. He allegedly, well, not even allegedly, he fucking confirmed it. Here's his post. He had an affair, a consensual workplace relationship. The employee that he had, or I believe it was an employee, or maybe just like a work associate, the person that people are thinking it is was a woman who was also engaged. And her fiance found out and removed every picture of her from his Instagram. And, you know, you can start connecting the dots here. You don't have to be, you know, the smartest guy in the world to follow the trail of breadcrumbs. So, Ned fucked a woman that wasn't his wife and also fucked another dude's wife. He respects his wife so much he had to cheat on her because he's unworthy of her love. Yeah, maybe that's it. There's also some really beautifully aged clips here.
Ned is cheating. I'm calling it. Ned is cheating. Ned is cheating.
How right you were.
I'm calling it. Ned is cheating. Ned is cheating.
The intuition truly was right on the money. Sometimes you just gotta go with the gut feeling. And now Ned has been removed from the Try Guys. Which is big. I mean, that's big. Losing that job that's not an easy pill to swallow. He has 2 kids, right? He has some kids, I don't know how many. I will be fully open. I'm not overly familiar with Ned or the Try Guys. I, of course, have watched their content from time to time, but I wouldn't consider myself like a connoisseur. Yeah, I don't know their ins and outs. I didn't even know Ned was married. I thought the whole my wife thing was like a running gag or something. So he tried an affair. He did. I don't think he liked the results very much so far, but the jury's still out. Why fire him, though? Because it's a bad image. He's now flight risk. That happens with everything. It's not just like YouTube or anything. Literally, that happens everywhere. 15K quote tweets. I know, this man caught a storm. Yep. So did the company fire him, or did he leave? Bro, you think Ned Fulmer left? No, man, he got fired. And obviously, their entire brand is based on their personalities and people liking them and enjoying them. No one likes a cheater. So that immediately is a big problem for the brand. Thus, they got rid of him for it. And his whole brand was how much he loved his wife. True. The love and respect he had for his wife was one of, like, his crucial tenets, like a 10 commandment he'd follow. Does the president get to appoint a new Try Guy? Oh, yeah, that's interesting. I wonder how they'll get the new Try Guy. Surely they have a council to elect the newest member to replace him, like Hydra. Maybe they'll get 2 more members. Cheated because he lost focus. Yeah, it's a really weird statement. I just wasn't paying attention and my dick fell into my employee. Now everyone's mad at me.
So we thought we were priced out of the market with these crazy home prices and sky-high interest rates, but with Homie.
Oh my gosh, I got the app in 10 seconds. We're shopping.
Oh, I like it. Ooh, I think we need a real estate agent.
I'm pretty real. Allison is the best.
We're always transparent, and you'll keep up to half the agent commission.
We can even make all cash offers with Homie Cash.
Are you ready to have a look? I'm so ready.
Did we just...
Yes, it's real. With Homie, we're priced back in.
PlayStation.
I am a hoarder, help. Let me just take a quick survey here. Hoarding is the right word for it. It's not filthy. This looks like sealed products, mostly. So this is just a lot of clutter.
Living room.
Okay, this side's a lot worse. Okay, so Domino's pizza box. I think this is a massage chair flipped upside down. I don't know. Some weird fucking apparatus to sit in. This is a road worker's uniform. I don't know what that's there for. I guess they shook him down for his clothes to throw in the house for fun. A nuisance, but it's not, like, revolting. No one's gonna come in here and, like, puke like they would if they went to XQC's room or Jägermeister's or Asman's. This is just one of those things where it's like, ugh, what a headache.
Have you seen Hoarders, the TV show? Mm-hmm. A lot of it's from...
I like that answer. what are these? Official trading cards, but why? Was it like an investment gone wrong? Pokemon cards are blowing up, so why not these? The streaming room's pretty clean. Oh, never mind. I didn't even see all this down here. Okay, so this is less hoarding. This is less like hoarding clutter and more human waste. So a lot of food and drink shit. This is like a carton of milk. That's hype.
Eat fuel cans, 2 shoes, 2 plates, 2
okay, yeah.
shoes, and a dead Pepe the Frog.
So his spot is pretty
There's
gross.
just a lot of trash in here, Papa. We get these boxes and then we just store shit in them.
Why? Why would you do that though? Yeah, I love Olive Garden, so I'll get takeout and I'll keep the box. Just in case I ever need it. That's such a weird thought process. Like, it's nice to have boxes, I guess, but why tiny Hard Rock boxes? Just get yourself like an actual box. Wow.
This is just Lego.
What the? Alright, this closet's fucking awesome. Alright. It's not just Lego, by the way. You have K'NEX right here. So don't disrespect K'NEX. I used to love K'NEX. So, but why? He doesn't build them. He just collects the Lego boxes. I guess just for fun? Like, just to hoard all the Legos so kids can't have them? Just as a fuck you?
I don't know why, Papa, do you shit a lot? This is your toilet. Look how many shit
What the fuck is that?
Why is there a fucking milkshake here as well? Then, moving further.
Alright, so his dad is definitely the grosser one here. The man just piles up toilet paper rolls and a milkshake. You can't even use this sink. Alright, so this one's pretty gross. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. This is yucky.
Old blood all over it because I cut my finger. I think you can see one blood in here as well. Yeah, here on the wall you can see some of the blood.
Didn't even bother to wipe it? Like once?
You see, it's blood. Fucking crime scene. Yeah, it's...
Oh my god.
Yeah. There.
So this is where he opens all of the CSGO trading cards. Man just wakes up after a wet dream. He's like, fuck, let me see if I can pull a simple card. Spends 2 hours just throwing the wrappers off to the side. So this is like a Halloween department store. He's got a cool mask, some suitcases. I don't even know what this is. Sealed board games? What is it? Settlers of Catan or something? What is this over here? I can't even see it. That's so much fucking milk. These are all milk, right? I can't read it. It's kind of blurry, but I'm pretty sure this is all fucking milk. Oh my god, that's so rancid. Oh my lord. At least, if there's any compliments I can pay to the other battle stations, at the very least, it was sodas. So those will like mold and shit and get gross, but the milk curdling and spoiling is so much fouler. Ooh. But yeah, his bones must be strong as fuck. There is no way the two of them do it themselves. They hire a professional or something. I just don't believe it. This is too much for just two men.
We see some progress. I'm not sure if you look more like a German gimp or if you look like an executioner from the 1600s. We're still sorting the things half an hour later. It is going decently. I think Papa's gonna fall asleep soon. Papa,
I can't believe they're actually gonna try and two-man this.
You can have a beer. This is a fan.
That's so admirable.
We appreciate it. It is. Maybe we're gonna get rid of it, probably. But
they're not even cleaning. They're just kind of playing. They're just hanging out.
No. Here's the progress so far. After 3.
What fucking progress? All they've done is move a couple of boxes and play with the fucking latex suit and giraffe costume. There is no progress here. And then they kicked back for a brewski. But I respect it. I like that. I like that grind.
He's a little sick now because apparently he is allergic to dust. I got pink eye from all your shit. Yes.
It actually does look like he has pink eye. He probably doesn't, but for some reason, to me, it does look like he's got it. is probably from putting on all the shit, and he ate like a 15-year-old expired gummy out of nowhere. He's such a good sport.
Colorado state wildlife areas are paid for by hunting and fishing dollars and conserve vital habitat for wildlife. They can be closed when wildlife are nurturing their young or reproducing. You wouldn't want hikers in your bedroom, would you?
Bro, I would absolutely not help.
Finally, we have a use for my hoard trash. Life hack 101.
Again, like, it's just... Maybe it's just me, but it doesn't seem like they've made progress. All they've done is they moved the trash a little further inland. Like, they're parting the sea like Moses here. They're not actually moving anything and getting anything out, besides that box that his dad painstakingly dragged to the garage. They're just, like, relocating the trash to other parts of the apartment. Why is he making his dad do this one? This is unholy. But I do respect he's got some Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster tins here. So he's got like this wild mosh podge of cards, from CSGO trading cards to Yu-Gi-Oh! To Pokemon, all over the place. But luckily this isn't like the actual hazardous biological waste from the other side of his room.
Gaming room.
Is he doing like whippets or something when he's streaming? Why is there just like aerosol cans here? Or maybe it's not aerosol and it's just blurry and I can't tell.
A lot of milk, Papa.
Yeah, here it is. So much milk.
Look how deep my foot goes. When it expires?
Oh,
the
God.
25th of May. So I want you to open this one and have a smell.
Don't. You're better than this, Pop Anomaly. Oh, God. Bro, he just does anything his son asks him to. Can you rub this spoiled milk in your eyes, Papa? It'll be great content. Oh, yes, it will, of course.
It's a fermented one. This one is from May.
Finely aged milk, then.
Just thinking about it makes me almost fucking puke. Open it. Look what's inside.
Don't. Why would you do that?
4, 5.
You know what's inside. It's spoiled milk.
These are small ones. So
there's not going to be like some kind of mystery surprise inside of the 15-year-old milk. Like, oh God, I wonder what treasure fucking leprechaun left in here, like the pot of gold. There's going to be something good in here. This is such a wild station. This one's pretty bad. It started off as just normal hoarding clutter and quickly devolved.
Why is it so black? Wait, get your flashlight. What the fuck is that, bro?
What do you mean, what is that? It's mold. That's mold. It's not like the portal to the upside down or anything. It's just mold. You know, like that's just kind of how things will go.
Linda, what the fuck?
So many goodies. It's like a flea market. Jesus Christ, how much fucking costuming shit does he have here?
Do you play hockey?
Oh, I want to see like an overview of the room real quick while we're still here. Like again, can't see the whole room, but just going off of this, they're not really getting rid of anything except for his desk with like the old milk and shit. But all the other shit, they're just moving elsewhere. It's like that SpongeBob episode with the dirty diapers. Like they're just hiding it. Like they're just hiding the filth in the apartment still. Like it doesn't seem like anything's actually leaving. You can actually see the floor now. Yeah, in some places, but now this side, which wasn't that bad when we came in, these tables were pretty empty when we came in. Now they're full of shit. Just trash. They pushed it all over here. They picked up Bikini Bottom and moved it over there.
Mask. I think that's... Oh, and here's a bicycle pump. I can have that. I don't think that's a bicycle pump. Ladies and gentlemen.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, it's like a Slipknot concert. Alright, that shirt is hype. They cannot get rid of that shirt. That shirt is fucking hype. Surfing on the internet, right at your fingertips. That's iconic. That is fire.
I give you that one.
That's why I'm throwing it away.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Now,
Don't even joke about that.
It's like 2 days, you can see. Papa's eye is looking a little
Thanks for
weird.
5 gift subs,
apparently,
Evil.
we
Thank
just
you, man.
found out that Papa is apparently allergic to dust. You can look into your eye. Wait, look.
What do you mean we just found out? We have known he's been allergic for dust for the last 2 days that he has been in the trenches cleaning this bitch. This is not new information. He said it on day 1. We knew this. This was information that was readily available off rip for us.
Up, open your eye. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Maybe Papa very dust allergic or something, or someone in the fan mail actually sent anthrax.
Yeah?
And we are going to go to the hospital now.
You know what? I think chat's right. I think what happened here is after putting on the fucking latex BDSM kit for the 12th time, maybe some of the old goo and gunk that was left in there has penetrated his eyes and fucked him up. Like, that wasn't clean beforehand. And this man went in there like 8 times into those things. He was trying on every mask and hat like he was in like a Dillard's.
And we are going to make the final touches to the...
What do you mean? This is exactly what I'm saying. Look at this fucking living room. All of the mess that was there when we started is still there. It is just in a different corner. The fucking treadmill is still erected in the middle of this room for no reason. There's still boxes of fucking trash everywhere. The only thing is, instead of being on the left side, it is now all on the right side.
Yeah, you can already see that there's a living room that's supposed to be here, and this just took like 5 days. So now we just...
Well, hey, only 500 more and the apartment might be fully clean.
Huge carpet. Yes? After literally like 3 weeks, I think we are finally...
Oh, that's...
So go, follow along.
They hired a professional. Yeah, I knew they would.
Shit looks amazing.
Yeah, I
Papa.
knew that.
Look at how clean everything is.
I think it's smart. There was no way they were doing it themselves.
Oh, Papa, fridge, you can see. I have G Fuel in my...
Yeah, absolutely had a professional. But they did a great job. Didn't really focus on the floor that much, which was the actual major problem spot. They just kind of like blasted by it.
We have a floor which we can...
But yeah, they clearly cleaned it up. There's no cans or milk left here.
Stand up.
Jesus, that's a 6-monitor setup. What in tarnation? What could you possibly be doing that requires 6 monitors? Is he like the architect from The Matrix? Good lord. Opening 6 cases at once. True. Does Anomaly still do those massive case openings? I haven't seen him do it in a while.
Different room in here, like...
Wow. Wow. Yeah, it is a whole different room in here.
Look here. Insane. Not a single piece of trash.
You want to know what the dead giveaway is that a pro did this? It's not even like the actual degree of cleanliness that they were able to accomplish here. It's the bed. The bed is what tells me a pro did this. Because when we came in here initially, he was sleeping on a bare mattress with the cover not even on it. Right? But now this has what looks to be like a comforter as well. They absolutely had a pro come in here. They set it up with like a good bed and everything. So yeah, this is straight up paid actor shit, but they were never going to clean this place by themselves. It's also the cleaning equipment in the room. Oh, was there cleaning equipment? I didn't even see it.
Of cleaning, a great job. We did. The funny thing is, we didn't actually do much of the cleaning at all. It's only Linda that did all the cleaning.
Oh, okay, that makes even more sense then.
Yes, because we're men. Yes.
Okay, that makes so much sense. I thought a professional, but it makes even more sense that he wouldn't have even bothered spending the money on the professional. That money spent on a professional is better spent on the CSGO cases, I guess. I feel so bad for Linda. That's so rough. That was what a massive undertaking. Holy shit. I have no doubt that probably did take 3 fucking weeks. God, that was actually a wild adventure. I did not expect that to be that dirty. Because it started off kind of innocent with just clutter, and then it quickly devolved into absolute sin. But they got it together. Linda saved the day. I'm pretty sure his shit is messy again. So yeah, that seems to be a common theme. What was the quote? You can clean the room, but you can't clean the habit, or something? I don't know, some stupid, profound statement like that. So it seems like most people who end up with like a room that filthy, when it's clean, will just go right back to it.
With Instacart, you can get everything you need for that late night snack craving.
Gotta have Taki.
Yep, we got you. When you can shop for every craving, the world is your cart. Cart your first order and get free delivery.
So you can.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How you doing out there? My name is Thomas Dobaziola, whatever you want to call me. This is Marty O'Neill. What's up? What's going on? This is the Dope as Usual podcast. We're here to talk about life, drugs, problems, accomplishments, and everything in between. We're trying our best not to get demonetized. All right? So here we go, guys. Very, very fun episode about to happen. You guys ask all the time. Once again, bringing back Eric Kahn. How you been?
I'm great, man.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me back, man.
Every time I watch shows and they say, introducing, and I just hear, let's go. So I was kind of waiting there like, oh yeah, man, we're just us three. Here we go. So, how's you been, man?
I've been great, man. Been great. Just
You lived here
life.
9 months now?
Oh yeah, it's just getting more and more used to it, man.
Around there, right?
Yeah, just about. Been coming up there, and
Today we get Season 5 mid-season patch notes, which are supposedly supposed to be one of the last updates Warzone will probably ever receive. They're bringing back some playlists that were fan favorites, and we'll kind of see how that works. Unfortunately, they didn't bring back Verdansk, it doesn't look like, unless they're going to surprise us. But it says greatest hits of the year. The playlist rotation will occur once per week. Variation of Plunder will be available every week. Fortune's Keep and Rebirth Island will also be present every week with only the squad size rotation. So maybe they'll have solos available sometimes or not. You'll be able to see those if you want to kind of look at those closely. There's a Surgeon Supreme, which is interesting. They're actually going to have a reward for this one specifically. I believe you can get 15 kills in snow, and to win, you'll automatically get a calling card that's restricted to you. So if you have your teammates help you out on this one. So we increased the tension. So the Resurgence countdown timer is a little longer. I believe they said it's double, so maybe they change that up a bit. Players have a slight increase in score health, which is like Iron Trials. You can have 200, 150, like 350. Getting elimination now shows more squad locations as a mini-map for a longer period of time. It's actually going to show you on the mini-map longer than teammate gets killed, so that's interesting. Players now have more control over Resurgence countdown. Actions now reduce the countdown quite fast because of looting, kills, getting it down, completing a contract, buying stuff in the buy station. Eventually the squad will greatly reduce that countdown. So we crafted Supreme Weapon. The ground loot brings back even more fan favorite weapons. The lowest rarity is epic. Players will deploy with iconic and powerful weapons. All weapons will have the most legendary skin that Warzone has ever offered. Pretty cool stuff. Obviously, if you don't buy that stuff, it's going to be able to pick that up. But the weapon buyback trade station should be crazy. If you have those, if they're in the game, you should be able to get specialist PvP because you're going to have multiple chances with pretty much both your weapons to distribute your loadout weapon, right? We hope this mode will be fun and challenging for your curve when your loadout isn't as important as it normally is because they're making actually good goals. A message from Butcher with the 65 update comes with a cinematic intro Buy stations will now cost 500 less per circle. You can kind of see the breakdown there. ATMs will now appear in the Battle Royale. Loopers will virtually permanently stand next to you to spit out cash. Not a lot of cash, super fast, but it is very consistent and reliable. Gulag tokens free-to-play tokens have been double the rate of legendary boxes, slightly increased spawn rate and regular. These are hopefully just keep the lobbies alive longer. Quality of life. Recommended weapons is now shown in the thing. Maybe we'll do a video reviewing the recommended, see how well they did, because for the most part, they didn't really line up as a meta, but there could be a big shift there. Golden keycard bunkers will now be yellow circle on the attack map. And this is something I think they just removed, and then now they're bringing it back. And just from map knowledge, you know where they are, but this is good to have that back for people that are really pay attention to these things as well. Manual gas, there's a quick manual gas tech setting menus are better to display how players can use the gas mask. Move the gas mask to the this is a buff just to the headshot multiplier, which is powerful to the unit. It is the mid damage, which is the long range damage, So if you combine this number with the way the damage multipliers work, that could be pretty good. FFAR actually gets a buff in 10 milliseconds, whatever, a little bit more movement stuff, like it feels like it did before, but not overpowered because they didn't really modify the damage all that much. So a slight buff there. Bolt gets a minor nerf, and this is just where the movement speed increased down to 1.42 from 1.55. Shotgun, we got the Ironhide, which is the least used shotgun I think in the game. It is not even close. This is a really bad weapon for the longest. I don't know if it's going to make it like so it gets the 2-shot potential more often, but Ironhide did get a slight buff. Headshot damage is also increased, so maybe you can get a 1-shot. I don't know. A lot of times for buffing slug stuff, it gets a little bit funky. Combat shotgun, rechamber time has been decreased by 10%. That's a buff, and then they buffed the damage profile. So they had nerfed it, maybe they went too far, and now they're bringing it back. The Gallo receives a buff. Not really a fan of shotgun metas, but who knows? Maybe this thing will be back. And we got Sweet Sleeper, which also received a slight buff. And I think he was just getting the attention that they missed out on the last pass with the shotgun. Arma gets a nerf. Slight nerf across the board. Not sure about the neck damage multiplier. It says it goes from 1.3 down to 1.3. So I'm thinking this is probably like 1.35 or something like that. Minor nerfs all the way across. We'll see if that actually impacts it. Fast fire rate is what makes that gun so forgiving that even if the TPK isn't the fastest, you're most likely to get close to that TPK when you use that practice. So nerfs across there. Bullfrog receives a slight buff, just making consistent damage values in his body. Hopefully, it's something that is fun and usable within the current meta. The RA-225 gets a sizable nerf. The neck damage jumps from 1.7 down to 1.1. The bonuses have been decreased, and then they extended the mag. So that's a good thing on the mag side. We get a little more variety there because that was an issue with these mags. But overall, we'll kind of see how that one plays out because not a lot of people are using it anyway. We got the Blitzen, which got a slight nerf. The ISO, which receives a slight buff. TX9 gets a slight buff. KSP, for whatever reason, you get the auto burst, which means that if you hold it into a burst, you don't have to spam the trigger. Lower extremity damage multiplier decrease, so it got a slight nerf, which I don't really get. The Submachine Gun Charlie is the MP40, which ends up getting a slight nerf to bullet velocity and range, which I don't really think that was necessary, but there it is. PPSH is a slight nerf to damage, and then also the leg multiplier is nerfed as well. So you gotta be a little more center mass, which isn't necessarily hard when the fire is that tight. And then they also decrease the mag size, which is there's just all in all, they're really trying to make the PPSH people here away from it. I've had it for a while. In reality, we have the PPSH as meta for like over a month, right? Same thing with the EGM, which also receives a slight nerf across the board there, and now it's getting harder to use. This thing is just so dumb, broken, it kind of just makes the game less fun to play, and they've lowered the mag, so you have to reload more often. Marksman rifle, we got the crossbow, which gets a buff. They kind of reverting the nerf they just gave it, because with the nerf they had given it, it made it so you could not one-shot even with the explosive, unless you got a headshot. So now, I think it's a little more forgiving. Hopefully this is what this means with the lower explosive and stuff like that. M1 Grand gets a slight nerf. Recoil control is decreased. So this is not helping as much as it was before. I didn't say the exact value, but they're kind of secretive on the stuff. Sniper rifle, this is the AX-50, gets a slight nerf, so the bullet velocity is minor. Dragunov gets a little bit of love. They increase the range, they increase the damage across the board. Not sure if that's enough to be usable, but it is what it is. The Rytec can now one-shot down to a player at all ranges and get a headshot. Interesting. That just adds it to those weapons. It does have a little bit interesting gun that I've never really liked. Pellington receives a buff across the board, a little bit better ADS, which is nice, and then better damage multipliers, which should help, especially on the smaller maps. Gorenko gets a bullet drop-off increase, so that's nerf. Fire rate is nerfed, and a few other nerfs across the board. Then we got the Clouser, which gets a slight buff all the way across the board. And then we got launchers. The Joker gets a buff, and then I believe the launcher alpha here is the Sigma, which also receives a buff. And then we got the underbarrel. The ADS time is now decreased by, so they added a nerf to the bipod. Optics, scope magnification transition increased, so they nerfed the transition heavy, and then visual recoil increased by 15%. They really like jabbing into this 3 to 6X. The 4 to 8X, they basically gone through and preemptively destroyed those ones as well. So we should have noticeable differences there. Gun perks, mechanic, more damage to vehicles. Vital now actually has more recoil. The penalty is a little bit larger. Not a huge difference, but still there. And then steady ADS while firing is increased to 4% instead of 5%. So that one gets a slight buff. Recoil booster, hip fire accuracy now decreased by 3%. That is a lot of changes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Appreciate the support. Thank you for watching as always. Have a great day.
There's a job that works for you. It lets you start and stop when you want and take time off for days on end. Because this job isn't a job at all.
It's a gig, and it's a great one. So, what do you think?
We're prepared to offer cash.
When you get great deals at Denny's, $5.99, you'll start to expect great deals everywhere. New all-day diner deals starting at $5.99. 10 delicious meals, only at Denny's.
Today we're basically talking about the Warzone 2, the good, the bad, the ugly. I had an experience to play it early with about 200 creators. Overall, one of the things I liked was the map. I think the map overall looked good. Lighting in general seemed good. Obviously, there might be some dark, cheesy areas that they'll eventually have to fix. It wasn't perfect by any means, but they did incorporate a lot of different POIs as different maps. So similar to like Blackout did, where it had firing range and stuff like that. And I would imagine that over time, maybe they incorporate more maps as time goes on, so you get that little bit of a nostalgia feel from Modern Warfare 2, the original, like 10 years ago. With the map, even though we had a limited loot pool, the actual variety, everything was available. You could pretty much run over and get everything as you went through. So it was super easy to find the specific weapon you wanted. I was able to find a sniper in each of the 3 matches. I didn't use a sniper, but I was able to find one. I was able to find an SMG, and I was able to find a rifle and or LMG that I could use for long range. So pretty straightforward, easy to get that together. Now let's kind of get to some of the neutral stuff before we get into the cons, because I don't want to sound like I'm just bashing the game, because there are a lot of cons. So some of the neutral things that I think they could work on are the vehicles. The vehicles have like this weird wonky turn radius, similar to when Caldera first integrated into Warzone, which I think they could just tune those to make them feel like Warzone does now. I think like they want you to make it feel like a tanky vehicle feels slow and clunky and heavy. So they've intentionally done that. IW is super about realism, even at the cost of fun. And that's sometimes unfortunate. I don't really feel like there's certain elements where, does that make it more fun, less fun, or no different? And you got to kind of consider that, because at the end of the day, it's a video game. You want to have fun. Another thing that is a little bit split in the community, I saw a lot of people talking about this, was the 2v2 gulag. Personally, I went into 3 gulags. I won 2 out of 3 gulags, and you end up with 1 random player. You can get a kill. Maybe you get both kills, maybe they get the kills and you don't, or you just get wiped, right? But in addition to that, you also get this little key that drops and you can actually escape through a door, and that's going to serve as the place of like the capture the flag element that they have currently in the gulag, where you're able to get that and then you can escape. So now someone can watch the key and then they can watch the escape. So it kind of adds that element to it, at least until somebody dies, and then you guys are able to come back, which I don't know if that's good or bad. It's really too soon to tell. But it didn't really need to be changed. 1v1, a nice map, just keep swapping it out. It's a kind of a core element of the Battle Royale at the current moment. Another interesting thing was the triple zones. It happened in 2 out of the 3 matches where just all of a sudden the map, instead of having 1 big zone that was converging, it said we have 3 zones. And basically you chose one of the areas you were in, or coincidentally you were there, and then those slowly collapsed. And then once they collapsed to a certain point, they didn't collapse to nothing. Once they collapsed to a certain point, then they started to merge, and then you kind of had that last bit of fighting there. And I think that could add an interesting element, but it does end like a little weirdness. I think kind of like one of those things that, could it be amazing? I hope so. But until we get enough reps to really try that out, see if the wins feel rewarding, or is it more RNG, or how does it feel? That one's a little too soon to tell, I think. But I think it is interesting, like it's something that I would have never thought of, that maybe it's cool, right? But neutral again. Another thing is proximity chat. It seemed like a lot of people were hyped about that. I think as a casual person playing this game, or even if you play the game seriously, proximity chat's super cool. No matter which way you look at it, it feels super cool. to be able to have that engagement. You could always turn it off, so it's not like you can get bullied or anything like that, right? You can literally just turn off all proximity chat and it won't be an issue. And from a content creator perspective, I think it could lead to amazing comms where people say some crazy off the wall stuff, but it could also be abused by people who want to stream snipe or maybe play copyright music while you're streaming or something like that and get your channel striked or something really bad, right? So there are some elements of that could be abused. So from a content creator perspective, I think it's kind of like good, bad, and like it could be great, you know? So I don't know. It's kind of a tricky one. One other crucial part is the movement. The movement is one of these things that people, especially if you're newer to the Call of Duty franchise, you feel like it's unnatural to not have a slide cancel or things like that. But this feels a little bit more what I would call a traditional Call of Duty, which is perfectly fine. I think there's some elements on it that need to be maybe tightened up. Maybe the slide to reduce that sprint to fire time so you can hit fire at least a little bit sooner while sliding. Maybe the dive, make it a little bit more functional, because right now it's like you just use it across a pathway and a few things like that. So I don't know, maybe it's kind of one of those weird things that they'll hopefully tune it. I think in pretty much every beta we've had tuning to movement to either make it faster or slower in some way. But I wouldn't envision like we're going to get slide canceling at any point because the responses that I've seen, there's enough positive that are going to hold that one that the devs are just going to be like, all right, well, cool, we can stick with this. Maybe we tune it a little bit to kind of offset the other players that are still a little bit unhappy, but it's not a deal breaker, right? On top of that, we have loadout drops are gone, right? So I think this is a neutral one because if you're a BR purist, you're like, thank God, I think loadout's ruined Battle Royale. If you're a min-maxer and you've watched a lot of my videos, you probably are, and you want, a loadout the second you drop in. All right, cool. You have those two people, and I think it's perfectly fine to remove them, right? They are supplementing it. There's going to be loadout weapons that you can purchase at the buy station. You're going to run up to the buy station. You're going to have an option to buy a weapon, and it will be your loadout weapon. It will be expensive, and you will get that one loadout weapon. If you want both your loadout weapons, it's going to be really expensive because you got to buy both of them. And then maybe if you didn't have your guns leveled, maybe there's an upgrade potential feature. They didn't really dive into it all that detailed. And I wish they would have, because then it would simplified it, because on the broadcast, everyone was flipping out, like, no loadouts? No, there's going to be ways to get loadout weapons, because initially, they're not going to have perks within the game, and I think they're going to just see how the overall feel is, and I think that there's pros and cons to that completely. Obviously, having loadouts is super easy content, because, hey, here's a weapon. That'll still be the case. Like, you'll still need to have the best weapons leveled. If you want to use them in those first 3 weeks, you're going to be able to go to that buy station and buy your gun, and you get your gun immediately. And there's a part of that. The part that I do not like about the lack of loadout drops, especially like we have in Warzone currently with the 5th zone drop, is when you're on the regain. With this particular model of the game, it's almost like the gulag isn't worthwhile. You're going to go to the gulag, you've died, you come back because you win the gulag, and now you land at a random spot and you have to rely on floor loot. And that is pretty bad. Like, that just puts you in a situation where you're like, all right, well, and this could just be me trying to stay alive for 12 minutes and maybe get lucky, and it could be unfortunate that way. So I think there are some elements to that impact the gameplay loop in more ways than you would expect just by removing the loadout. It's like the regain portion, no gulag tokens, no respawn tokens, or any of that stuff. So kind of got that. And then another one did more of a spectating thing was the body cam. It makes it look like you're on the person's shoulder or their head cam, like they had a GoPro attached or something like that. And I don't really care for the angle. And when I was streaming, the chat was basically, what is this? nauseous, so I'm not going to show too much of that in the gameplay, but just so you can see it there, it does look a little bit weird. It does give that like visceral, like following it, you're in the action, but nah, it doesn't really work in a practical sense. So even if they would decide to keep it because they invested resources, at least allow it to have the first person perspective. which would make it a little bit nicer, right? And then on top of that, when you are spectating, it has a lack of information. You can't really see the player count, you can't see the mini-map, so it's not like you're spectating them from a personal POV. And obviously we've done a bunch of spectating videos on the channel, so it'd be better for us if it worked the way it should, but who knows what they're going to do with that. And that's a lot of the neutrals, right? We've gone through a lot here, but I want to get through the cons because it's going to sound like I'm whining, but I'm not. I'm just giving tons of feedback. If they change nothing, I'll probably still be playing Warzone, right? Like, I'm going to find a way to see how I like the game, because I'm not really usually the biggest fan of traditional battle royales like a PUBG where you loot for 45 minutes and you get into one gunfight. Obviously there's scenarios that are different, but I'm generalizing, but it's kind of one of those things that one of the things that made COD so good as a battle royale is it was just boom, 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 you're in the action, boom, 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 end of zone, you win, or whatever the case is, and there's almost always something going on. Even if you're more of a passive player, you had an opportunity to play that play style. This one, it's going to be a little bit more unforgiving, so it's going to be harder to come back and get back into the game. But one of the biggest flaws, the absolute biggest flaw, at least in my opinion, for Warzone 2.0 was the looting systems, because there's a couple elements at play here. And one, I think this would work probably perfectly for DMZ, because, you know, the inventory system, those types of things that work sense for like an Escape from Tarkov style extraction game mode. I think there's a lot of things that work better for that. But the looting system, I don't mind that we have a bag, but I think they should really compromise and find a place in the middle, because you have your general inventory that is on your person, and then you have a backpack that holds additional inventory. And with this system, it allows you can hold as many plates as you want, because you get your 3 that takes up the inventory, and then if you want to hold 3 more, you just put them in your inventory, and they're in stacks of 3. So you could have 3, 6, 9, 12 stacks of plates, and that's it. But it's going to take up your inventory slots. You could have a frag grenade, you can have a Semtex, a Claymore, and a Proxmine all on your person. As soon as you use those 2, the other one will backfill, and it'll backfill, and that allows you to have that. But you could also hold 3 clusters and a precision if you manage to find them with the UAV all at once, which could be a little bit tricky to balance. And the ammo, the ammo also takes the place of that inventory. So if you're just running around looting, you accidentally pick up shotgun ammo, or you accidentally pick up an SMG, or whatever the case is, and then now you decide to get your loadout weapon, which is a rifle, and you weren't carrying rifle ammo. So it's very similar to Apex, where you have to store the allotted ammo for your specific weapon type. So that makes sense. Games do it. But in addition to that, even though on screen it just looks like, hey, this is Apex's looting system or something along those lines, I played Apex and I played this. Apex feels infinitely smoother to actually use the items and grab items and loot. It was infinitely easier. Blackout even had a system that felt better and more intuitive and less clunky. This thing needs a ton of optimization. I think it can work. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think that you should be able to just run over ammo. Ammo should be one of those things that they're really not worried about, and then maybe utilize those perks or those bag slots for plates, precisions, lethals. Maybe you want to have claymores on a door and proxmines. You can place them all down, I guess. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but it makes it for an interesting gameplay loop. If they want to combine those things, it just gets a little bit tricky in the pacing, because there was a point where I did not understand this element while I was playing, because it was like my first match or second match, and I had a nade, and then I go to pick up a Semtex, and then I'm like, oh, but my inventory's full, so I have to grab it and then swap it with something else, and it's just like, that's taking like 5 or 7 seconds. Obviously, later on, we could probably get it in 2 seconds, but how much harder is that to do than just to press X over what I see on the floor, and I either swap with what I have or I don't. The inventory system does create a little bit of hiccups that I'm sure we'll work through, but it just needs a ton of optimization, and that's the key. I don't mind if it's there, because Apex has it and it works good and you got to get used to it, but this thing was clunky as hell because not even in a list the way Apex has it. That makes it super easy to read and super smooth. And it goes to the left of your screen on Apex versus this goes right in the middle of your screen and blocks that vision. So these kind of go hand in hand. One of the things they talked about was the specific loot location. So for example, if you wanted a bunch of cash, maybe you go to a bank. If you wanted a bunch of weapons, you maybe go to military. I'm talking Verdansk style, right? If you wanted plates and heals and those types of things, maybe you go over to hospital and they'll have a supply of that. And you kind of go through those things, right? So us not knowing, hey, this is where you should go for that, obviously it's going to feel like, later on we would have a quote-unquote meta location to land, and since the loot lands is at the same spot every single time, you could literally have a planned route that you do every single time, which some people will love, but others will hate. And then when you are looting, it made it pretty difficult because the chest and all the loot doesn't really make much noise, if at all, almost no noise. So you could be looking through a building, not find anything, or you know, it could be really tricky where you're looting from one place to the next, to the next, to the next, and there's really doesn't feel like there's anything because you use audio as a huge part of that within Warzone to identify, I can loot this area, I can get a chest open, I can get 500 cash, try and get my teammate back. This didn't have that feel at all, which I think is kind of a bad thing. The other thing is the AI in this mode is just unnecessary. I understand they want to do this thing with the strongholds and gas up, but I feel like that's a DMZ thing entirely because they do scavs and all those things in Tarkov, and I get that. It makes sense for DMZ and the looting and but for Battle Royale, I think it makes zero sense, and you are adding something to the game that is for another mode that will probably be amazing, right? But it's at the detriment of your core game mode. And they did this before. They did it with multiplayer. They made everything perfect, say loosely, but they made everything designed for the Battle Royale at the detriment of their multiplayer. And the multiplayer suffered heavily by having the worst multiplayer experiences year after year after year, but it was okay because Warzone was fine. And I think that is a horrible way to go down because you're kind of like just throwing everything away and banking on one mode instead of trying to make them all great. And I think they seem super hyped about DMZ and they're super secretive about it, but if that ruins Warzone, and not enough people care about DMZ, you're kind of screwed, right? Especially if the multiplayer is still kind of screwed from the Warzone mechanics, right? So, I mean, there's a little things there, but it is what it is. Buy stations are overly clunky, needs to be super simplified. It shouldn't be these big old boxes. It should do it kind of the listing. If we do it, you go through the list, you click, and it'll open up another list. I think that's fine. I think the UI is just kind of ugly. And then you can only have a limit of certain items you can buy. You can only buy one UAV per buy station, I think, which is kind of weird if you want to kind of just hold on to that. Especially since nobody's going to have perks, it will work. Nobody's going to be able to hide off your UAV. It's going to 100% work. But with the AI, it gets a little bit clunky because there's so many AI over the map. It clutters your whole everything. So something like the UAV is not useful, which I can understand them doing that on purpose. The other part that is probably another very frustrating part is pretty much every quality of life change that is objectively good in the game. I maybe some are very close to a little bit debatable, but objectively good in the game just are non-existent in this. There's no balloons. There's no portable buy stations. There's no portable balloons. There's no lootable perks, which is that's my favorite part of Warzone now. Is go through, you get this. Oh my God, I got tempered. You know, it's like one of those. I think that's cool. The gas mask, the animations. It's the original from Warzone where you're gonna fall if you're. So even though it's not perfect now, and they at least give you options to toggle it on and off, this basically threw all out the window. Satchels are non-existent, and they've actually incorporated satchels into the plate system, which I didn't even talk much on at all. But when you load in, you're going to have the opportunity to have 2 plates, and combined with the health is 100 health, right? It's not the changed health. The TTKs felt very fast because you're going to have your 2 plates and then your 100 health. So it's like you have 200 compared to Warzone right now. We have 300 when you combine them both. And then when you find a satchel, it's not going to allow you to hold more armor plates. It's just going to allow you to put on an extra armor plate. And with that it's still going to work with the 3 stacks, so that doesn't matter. You could have 3 there, and 3, 3, 3, and your inventory could be full of like 6 of these satchels, and you didn't even realize it because you felt like they were plates, and your inventory, you got to really understand. Obviously, that's something you'll learn, but you could have 6 of those and have no plates because you filled your inventory. So it gets kind of wonky there, and I think, it's kind of one of those things like, why are we doing this? It's a little bit like Blackout in the sense where you could have level 3 armor, but at least with that, there was a visual where I can go, okay, I know I'm going to shoot this guy, and I know he has a little bit of extra tankiness because he has this level 3 armor. Versus, oh, I started shooting him, I felt like they should die, but they actually have an extra plate, so they're going to die an extra 2 bullets or something like that. Gets a little bit wonky. The zone closings in general felt really slow, especially with the reduced player count. The map is fairly big, and there's like 102 players on the map. That's what it was in. They didn't tell us any different. They said it was 102 when we loaded in, and I would hope that that's not the case, because if you have slow zones, that many people, it's like you're going to go to huge sections of the map without ever running into anyone. And that's the bulk of what I had. But on a closing note, I know it might sound dumb, but I think it's very unfinished. Like, there's still a lot to work on. There's some that will get fixed. The core part of the game, which is the map, was good because they don't really need to change much there. But I would almost recommend that if they cannot get a lot of these things figured out, it needs to be delayed, and not just a month or 2. Push it to March or something. I don't care. I want the best experience possible, and I know what happened with Caldera. You guys were there for it. You may have already stopped playing the game. You're just trying to see what's going on now. You made it to this point in the video because you really want to have a good game. You don't want to happen with the Caldera. It didn't play on consoles very well. There was tons of bugs, dev errors, crashes. There was so much trash on top of trash on top of trash on a potentially very good game, but it got totally tainted. So I hope that that doesn't happen with this, because there are so many things that they could mess up that we're not ready, that for me, I'm like, there's no way I could play this. If it launched exactly like this, be a little bit rough. I'm sure people at the studio are going to watch the video, so feel free to comment whether you agree or disagree. I don't care. No, neither of us are right. They're all opinions at the end of the day, but I think there's certain things that wouldn't help make the game better, and that's just more my opinion. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my thoughts. Appreciate the support. Thank you for watching as always. Have a great day.
The new iPhone 14 Pro, it's amazing.
And you'll get our best deal.
Nice. But everyone should get it.
Everyone can get it.
Every new customer.
Every existing customer.
Every iPhone.
Every iPhone.
Okay, my work here is done.
So we're starting out with my initial impressions with the things I liked about Modern Warfare 2. I know it's just a beta, but I've obviously was able to play it early a couple different times, and there's certain things that stand out that I'm really liking about this game, and we'll dive into some of those before I get into things that I don't necessarily like, because that list is kind of long. Overall, they've got a very beautiful game this time around, very similar to 2019's Modern Warfare, with some slight improvements. Obviously, there's certain visual changes with the gun, which make it feel like really recoil-y. It's just more of a visual thing, the way the weapon shakes. There's a little bit of too much muzzle flash, but we'll talk about that more in the cons. The new weapon progression system, which a lot of people seem confused on, I think it's great, especially from a casual perspective and a grinding perspective. You're able to level up things, and it kind of forces everyone to use a variety of weapons to get all the attachments you want. And how that works is you go into the gunsmith, and you have this progression system, which I think is great because you're able to level up this gun. It's going to level up very fast. We don't know the max level, but at least for the beta, this was up to level 19. Maybe that's going to be what the cap is. And then by leveling up the base M4, you're going to get access to 2 new weapons. And this isn't by your character level. You're going to get access to this 5.56 Icarus and the F-TAC Recon, which allow you to get 2 new weapons, and you're able to utilize the attachments you unlocked within the M4. As you level up those, you'll get 2 additional guns, which is the Hurricane and the M16, and the attachments you've unlocked throughout these will be universal among these. So if they decide to add weapons to the tree later on, you already have a ton of attachments. And if maybe the M16 has a particular meta attachment for the M4, you got to go through and level up and progress to get those things. So that might be a long one, but we'll kind of figure those things out as it comes. And this kind of makes it really nice, fast to level, and not like level 70, it takes 7 to 8 hours, even longer if you don't have double XP. The quality of life change, that is something that you notice quite a bit when it kills you, and that's prone blocking has been removed. If you prone next to some kind of wall, you don't really have that turn radius, it'll actually kind of kick you a little bit away from the wall so you can actually make that rotation. So it's not like you get caught and then your aim just stops like it would in previous Call of Duties. Other games have done this, but it's nice to see that Call of Duty has finally taken that step. On top of that, they have a third-person mode, and the third-person mode I'm not the biggest fan of. I think it looks cool, and I think for a certain type of gamer that wants to see their skin, whether it's the Fortnite game or just people that want something different, whether it's you play the Division or some of these other types of games that allow you to have that third-person mechanic, there's certain differences that really make that game unique in its own way and still feel like COD. It's not necessarily for me, but I think it's a cool thing that actually works and functions pretty well. They still got to dial in some fine-tuning on certain buggy things, but it's a very cool option to be able to have that within the game. The other part, which is a saving grace for this game, is overall the maps we have played are the 4 within the beta. I've played 2 Ground War maps, I've played the brand new Warzone 2, and then I've also played that Grand Prix map, which mysteriously disappeared and no one's talking about, from Call of Duty. But all the maps that I've played pretty much play pretty good. In terms of the multiplayer 6v6, these things play very well. Maybe you need 8v8 or 10v10 and some of them they feel a little bit big for the 6v6 player count, but overall they have nice wide flank routes which are nice. They have 3 lanes with maybe some cuts in between which make for really good play styles. Some power positions I think are a little bit broken, like the B flag from the angle on the building where you can kind of look down and look at B, where there's kind of a wall breach that they had to fix. But besides that, I think overall fairly good map design, especially when compared to Modern Warfare 2019, which was all about doors and stuff like that. I don't even find doors annoying in this. The doors that are there, they're not really obstructive or anything like that. So I think they've made huge strides in map design. And those are the things I like, right? All good, COD, whatever. Then when it comes to stuff I didn't like, there's a ton of stuff, right? We have the mini-map doesn't function like you would want it, at least from a classic Call of Duty player, where if you fire unsuppressed weapons, show up on the mini-map. The same way it works within Warzone. That's the way it's always worked for Call of Duty pretty much, until more recent Call of Duties where they kind of changed the philosophy to help casuals. On top of that, you have audio that is way too loud on the footsteps. If you decide to stand still, you will be able to audibly hear where anyone's coming from. And it was kind of one of those things where you're going to be encouraged to stand still, because if you go for a flank, the person can be looking towards the middle of the map, but as you come around, they hear the footsteps, they're just going to turn around, pre-aim where you're coming from, because you can't hear them, they can hear you, and they're just going to pre-aim. So it leads to a lot of punishing gameplay where you really benefited to kind of stand still as much as possible, which is kind of something we saw within Modern Warfare 2019, and I think it's even stronger in this because the audio is very directionally clear. Sometimes it's buggy where maybe you don't hear someone, or it's a visual glitch where maybe they had dead silence, but overall, you can kind of pinpoint kind of like this guy's on this part of the map because I heard a footstep or a weapon reload. It's very clear, which is impressive, but it doesn't really work in a fast-paced Call of Duty when you have a TTK as fast as it is. So the TTK is very fast. You have the mini-map that works that way, and then on top of that, you have janky spawns. They use a system primarily of squad spawns, and those were introduced in Modern Warfare 2019, and it lead to a lot of wonky issues. And maybe you call in a UAV, you're pushing a player, it looks like they're a solo, and then when the pass comes through, then one of their teammates spawns next to them instead of in a designated spawn, the way Call of Duty's supposed to have spawns, and then now you're coming around the corner thinking you're challenging a 1v1, and the game has decided to put you in a 2v1 because maybe you're doing too good. I don't know how the logic works, but it'll just throw them on random teammates. So now when you're pressing a 1v2 or a 1v1, it becomes a 1v2 or even a 1v3. And this also leads to bad deaths. And I know you're going to, if you're playing the game, you're going to have these scenarios where you're going on a streak, you're doing good, you die once, then you spawn into a crappy spot where you die again, and you spawn into a crappy spot, you die again. Those are implications that these spawns are bad, and these are some of the worst spawns we have had in Call of Duty, right up there with Modern Warfare 2019. Cold War had some pretty solid spawns, but Treyarch tends to nail that part of it, and Vanguard kind of had wonky spawns in the beginning. They improved them, they were better, but they were nowhere near as good as the Treyarch spawn. So I don't know why they don't share that information, because Treyarch tends to have the best spawns in general. So hopefully they can fix that and dial that in, because even from a pro perspective on Call of Duty, that's just not good. Another thing that I think they just completely lied about based on the stuff I just talked about, they said they want to cater to different play styles. You got the Rusher, the Sentinel, and then you have the Flanker, I believe it's called. I don't really think they've done that. Because of the things I mentioned, flanking is not all that great because you're audible, the UAVs work, you can't get ghosts until you get a fourth perk or whatever the case is. They've really mitigated that to where the Sentinel player that just stands still is at the biggest advantage. There's always been campers in Call of Duty, but when you give them like 5 different tools to be able to know that somebody's going to be coming up on them and they can just pre-aim, it gives them too big of an advantage, right? Rushers have a huge disadvantage because if somebody's posted up, mounted, something like that, the sprint to fire time when they're running around a corner, the gun draws up so slow for pretty much all the guns except for maybe like the MP5 or the Hurricane, and they have to be built for speed with almost no recoil control, that you can probably draw the weapon barely fast enough to land a bullet before you're instantly deleted. And that isn't really working. And the fast TTK kind of hurts the quick scopers or snipers just because you get any kind of shot, you're already instantly dead. Why would you use a sniper? You know, the melee people, their footsteps are so loud you can't even hide that, so you eliminate a playstyle there. There's shotgunners, which I do not like, but they're still a playstyle. There's riot shielders, which they didn't give a riot shield in the beta, so it is what it is. But there's a riot shield that's going to be in the game. There's people who play that style. There is not accommodations for all of these styles pretty evenly. Like in previous CODs, you would get access to all of that. But right now, it's primarily you're that Sentinel camper, and if you just commit to that play style, you'll go 12-1 every match, get full sets of streaks, call those in, pretty high KD, you enjoy the game, because if you run around, you're going to get double-digit deaths. Almost every match that I was watching streamers play, I play myself, pretty much every lobby has double-digit deaths, which is kind of like, hey, let's just try to get everyone at 1 KD as possible. And the other part of that is obviously skill-based matchmaking. Personally, I've never been a fan of skill-based matchmaking the way it's implemented because it leads to worse connections. Worse connections lead to bullet reg issues and a lot of desync issues where you can shoot first, die first, which a lot of people are experiencing in the beta because it was a closed portion, and then the connectivity, there's not enough players. We're going to end up with even bigger issues when they're trying to make this matchmaking as strict as possible. On top of that, you really don't have any variety in your matches. I have to use the meta. I'm going to use only one weapon. I'm going to play a little bit slower because I know the mechanics favor me if I do not move. And then everyone kind of just post up and the game can go to time. Free-for-all, TDM, those modes will more often than not probably go to time once this game comes out. So you're going to have to stick to objective game modes if you want any kind of kills. And then on top of that, skill-based matchmaking, when you make it as strict as it is, you end up with exploitation where people session join or do all these wonky things to get in a lower skilled lobby, which you might experience like on your first match of the game. It throws you into a pretty easy lobby, and then after about 2 or 3 matches, then you're either in those lobbies still because you're maybe just average or below average, or if you're anything above average, you're automatically playing for COD champs, which it is what it is. You just kind of know that that's how it works, and the game is not made for you. They're separating you so you can have a quote-unquote miserable experience after a couple matches so that the other 80% can just be like, that doesn't even know the difference in the mechanics and just go around.
customers expect to buy what they want, how they want. So you need a commerce platform that's flexible, customizable, and crazy fast. Shopify Plus is built to handle the complexity of your business, so you can focus on your brand and deliver a seamless customer experience across every device, country, and channel. Save time by turning manual tasks into powerful automated workflows. Target key markets with local currencies and unlimited storefronts. Increase conversion with personalized shopping and checkout experiences. And sell out in seconds, knowing we won't hold you back. Partner with the best commerce platform.
Whatever they want and buy skins, because at the end of the day, it's about Activision making as much money as possible. Perfectly fine, their business, whether they're looking out for players, that's not what it is, about money. This game's menus have to be some of the worst we've ever had in Call of Duty. Even when making your loadout, like you can see here, it's very convoluted. You can go over here and then you can edit, and then you gotta do this perk package, and then you can edit this one, but you can't edit that one. So if I go to options, there's no options here, but this one has options to edit, but then like you gotta do this other one where you can equip it and then you can edit it. That is not intuitive in any way, and this isn't explained thoroughly within the menus. It shouldn't be like someone me have to go in there and test it. Okay, after 3 minutes you get your first perk, which is your bonus perk, and then your last one you get after a certain amount of time, blah blah blah. Get kills, you reduce that time. That should be very explicit here. And on top of this, in the betas, they never show these things, so we won't be able to see the camo challenges until the game actually launches, so there's not really much to talk about that. We won't know what they look like, what they work like, any of that type of stuff. We've kind of just given a brief overview. Even if we go ahead and look at the progression here, and the overall progression, kind of see what we're going to unlock for the rest of the beta. But in the game, they typically go up to level 55, so there's going to be 25 levels of 2 items or so that we're going to be unlocking items that are not currently visible in this build and will be completely hidden essentially until that day the game drops and everything starts at level 1. So those are kind of like my general thoughts. I know it's kind of like I bounced around a little bit. I focused on the good and then kind of went down a lot of the bads and kind of my perspective of why those things are. For the vast majority of things, they're not going to change. So if you like Modern Warfare 2019 and you feel like you like some of the changes they've made, you're probably going to like this game because it's Modern Warfare 2019 too. Essentially, it's that. It has nothing to do with the golden days of Call of Duty for Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 that we had way back when. Systems are completely different, the philosophies are completely different, and a lot of those things are built around the casual. If you are somebody who's a hardcore COD player, you're probably still going to buy it. You got to level up the guns anyways to use them within Warzone and likely DMZ, because there are loadout weapons within those game modes that you will want to min-max and get the best of the best if you're going to be playing those modes so you're not at a disadvantage. Those things will still be there so you can have your pretty little blueprint or whatever you want. Everything will still be making tons of money, and there's going to be a lot of cosmetics in place to make that happen. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the beta yourself. If not, no big deal. You don't have to buy the game. We still got a lot of time. Hopefully they announce some changes between weekend 1 and 2, but I'm guessing they will likely not. Appreciate all spoiling the content. Thank you for watching as always. Have a great day.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What's my most leveled up gun in this? Let's go. Let's go. Max. Yo, this is the first lobby I've ever seen with all mics on.
Is that floor still lit? Oh yeah, come on.
Lock in, yo, Dorf, yo.
Lock in, yo. Yo, do not play, please. Yo, hold up.
Who is crying? Shut the
Yeah! I said no! What the Hey, no! No! I gotta go back out! Yeah! Okay! Yo, shut up! I'm talking! Come on. You did good. Don't worry about it. You did good. Oh, yeah.
Yo, you got it. One more.
You're crazy. Kill him.
Behind you.
Yo, shut up.
Yo, Cheeseburger, what are you doing?
What are you doing, Cheeseburgers?
Oh, damn.
Behind you.
Oh, is it? You like that? Go defuse that.
Let me call out.
Wow. What? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yo, bro. Lock the in the front. Please. Lock the front. Speak out.
Yo, team meeting in the back of the map. Team meeting.
Team meeting right now, bro.
Team meeting.
Lock the
Dwarf. 0 and 1 man?
Yes.
Zero damage.
I'm sorry.
Zero f***ing damage, Dwarf.
Okay, yeah, you. All right, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
Yeah. Yo, I'm about to get a corner right quick. Hold on.
Let's go, y'all.
I'm all set.
I'm sorry, Weedy.
Yo, spicy ramen. Come on, bro.
That's so good, bro.
Game on you.
Bro, ramen's my boy, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
We don't give a fuck ramen.
You damn ramen. No, video.
I ain't do nothing, y'all.
Exactly.
Shut up, we don't care. Stop, bro. What the fuck
are you about, bro?
I think I need silence and quietness prior to my performances. It really just helps me get in the zone and focus. I turn on the noise cancellation. And then all of a sudden I'm just able to picture myself on stage. I love this album with all my heart, and this is going to be the first time that I get to play the album live, and it's going to be a really special one, for sure.
My son sacrificed his life to save me. These powers are not a gift, but a curse. Born out of rage. So not to know.
Cannon needs to be locked down before innocent people start getting hurt.
He's been asleep for 5,000 years.
You find us a cell that can hold him, we'll take care of the rest.
Who's on the team? I didn't bring a passport.
We don't need passports. We're the Justice Society. Black Adam.
We're here to negotiate your peaceful surrender.
Heard about it, these 3 happening on.
I'm not peaceful. Nor do I surrender. Here we go. I kneel before no one.
You didn't come here to seek justice. You came to exact revenge.
I never said I was a hero. You believe you are not worthy. But fate does not make mistakes. two paths. You can be the destroyer of this world. Or you can be its savior.
Almost. Okay, no. What's first? Yo. First game jitters. That's all it is. First game jitters. It's mine.
I can't hear you. There's too much goddamn.
Don't worry.
Okay. We started off wrong. We're a team. We started off wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Why you still have zero damage?
Hold on, chat.
I'm sorry, bro. Yo, is your name Cheeseburgers?
Chad.
Yes, that's my name.
Yo, who is Chad?
You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, who is Chad? Who the is Chad?
Oh no, probably some white guy.
What about now? Get the move in.
Oh, my bad.
I'm locking.
The kill. Cheeseburgers. What? The visuals first? What's on?
This guy with the sniper.
Right? Did you see that?
Like he just jumps up and headshots.
And then quit scoping his.
Oh, that's
One more time. Okay. Yo, I just feel like you don't play Call of Duty. Stop acting. Yo, relax. Yo, 1v1.
Then he got a plan. He got to come to me. He got a plan. You right.
Don't choke this.
That's something out like. Oh. Hey, yo, Cheeseburger. Yo, Cheeseburger,
Wait. Play your life. You're not playing your life. You're too eager. Okay, he's
I knew he was going to play on that one.
Yeah.
Can I get it from here?
You're going to run into him. Yeah.
I never played that map. I never played this map. You get my full set on time?
Yes, you're loud as You heard it.
That's what we need!
I can't understand what you're saying.
Wait, look. That's not fair.
Even though we may be miles apart, you're always in my heart. And the idea is that you keep one and you send the other one to your little one. I can't sit here and say that it was in any way easy to be away from my daughter. But at the same time, it felt like it was a step forward to getting out of where we were at. LaPointe, Marquez, thank you for your service. I've been there, I've done it, I know what it feels like to be away from family, and I really do mean it from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate your service, okay? Thank you, guys. Growing up in LA was not easy. My neighborhood was plagued by violence, drugs, My mom was always pushing towards getting out of the situation. That was always the goal. She would work long hours and constantly tell me that this is not what we needed to settle for. We always needed to do better. At the age of 18, when I got pregnant, for a second, I was like, this is it. This is where my life is going to end. I would have to put on Melissa what was put on me. I'm going to work extra hours, do everything my mom had done in hopes that she can get us out of the situation that we were in. I decided this was not going to be it. This was not going to be the end. I was working at my mother's restaurant, and in one occasion, I had some recruiters come in, and I was listening to the recruiters telling these recruits how great the Navy was, all these places they had gone, and all the benefits. And that right there was the trigger for me. I left for boot camp, and ever since then, it's been an adventure. In the Navy Reserve, I am a logistics specialist. There is a famous saying, which is you cannot fly without supply. I supply units with anything from uniforms to aircraft parts. In some cases, I've also been in charge of providing ammunition, ordnance to different branches. I've gone to Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, Afghanistan, and I know that every single person that I've worked with, they have become my brother, my sister. Like with anything, when you start something new, it's scary. But I knew that this was for me, and this was not going to stop me from being a mother. The stone is blue because it popped out of the ground too soon. The Navy has various programs that help single mothers like myself. When I have been deployed, there hasn't been a moment where I didn't feel that I wasn't connected with my daughter in some way, shape, or form. I'd read to her any book that was available for me to read. His expression changed. His eyes widened. His jaw dropped open. His knees grew weak and wobbly. Suddenly, it was the bully who was scared. He began to whimper and squeal, and he thought, they're coming to get me. But there was nowhere to run. He just stood there, with his back up against his tree, with his schoolmates drew closer and closer and closer. I know Melissa knows that I'm doing it all for her. I'm doing it to do exactly what my mother was trying to do with me, to do better in life. The Navy Reserve gave me an opportunity to be a mother, be a sailor, and have a civilian career at the same time. The Navy most definitely has made me a better mom. Just seeing that drive that she has just because she sees that mom is going places. She tells me, there's no way, Mom, that I can't outdo you. When she tells me that, it makes everything worth it.
I grew up with an amazing mother. She always worked so hard to afford me nice things and give me a good childhood. I admire my mom so much because of her unconditional love and patience.
I do have moments where I think I look at my mother, I look at my daughter, I look at myself, and I feel like I'm living a dream because I would have never thought that this would be our life today. My name is Ana Monterosa, and I'm a sailor in the United States Navy Reserve.
I call hands.
With some cold drink? No. Get good.
Yo, it's kind of sad that like we down and they not even communicating as a team, bro.
Be good.
Yo, W call-outs. We need some call-outs. Like more call-outs.
We need some call-outs.
Yo, Chaz. Same better worse.
We need some more calls, okay?
They sniping too.
Oh, it's not like Carson that, bro.
Who the f is Carson that?
Same.
What the f?
That little.
Yeah, bro. You sound just like him, bro.
Yo, lock the f in.
Just like him.
Lock the f in.
I got you. I'm dead. Not but like I got you.
Yo, Cheese, bro. I ain't gonna let you talk about
every time, bro. Sweet people, bro.
Yo, what the?
I'm playing now. I'm playing super now. I'm playing super
I'm
ass.
playing super ass. Yo, Weenie, I'm sorry, bro.
No, I'm sorry. It's me. It's not you.
No, I'm playing, bro. Wait, hold on. Weenie, zero fucking.
I know.
No, you got 408. You got 408.
I'm putting in power. I'm putting in pain and power. That's all I can do. The plants.
I just. Oh my god.
I'm gonna get Ace.
You heard him?
Oh.
Good kills. Almost.
Oh fuck.
The first to die early, I would've got him.
I could use a hand.
I would've got him.
We getting carried right now.
Next up in Hank Trail's World Tour, we're going to Swahili. Oh man.
Yo, I'm starting to see black dots floating around in my eyes.
Yo, Andrew Tate, you want to be any more of a loser? Suck my
black dots, chat. I'm seeing black dots. Am I gonna pass out?
hard scoping.
Do I have a good gun though?
Yo, Cheeseburger, let's turn this up, man. Facts.
Yo, same gun or worse. Talk to me. Yo, Winnie, I'm about to pass out. I see black dots.
What you mean you see black dots?
I see black dots floating in my eyes. What does that mean?
Yo, stop.
What the fuck? No,
come
on. Hey, we gotta win. Come on. Hey, Rage, you're doing wonderful, bro. You're doing good, bro.
Thank you.
Drink some water.
I'm out, Weenie. What the?
Good kills. Play your life.
I'm playing it. Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, he's one shot.
Now still good. Oh, no.
Watch escalator. Be careful.
Go down.
Escalator. I'm watching.
Good kills, Weenie. Need those out of you. They're probably gonna try to play.
Turn, bro.
Come on, MP, just like.
Good kills, Weenie.
Face. There's not their own face. Got this.
On me.
Wait, dwarf. Wait.
Yo, get off my. Bro, stop telling me to play my whole face, bro. Oh my god.
That's me.
You glazing. God damn. He tooting my horn too much. Like, I'm getting too excited.
Yo, play your life.
What the fuck?
Be careful.
Good.
Listen here, boys.
Shut the fuck up. Listen to this. You're losing the AFK, bro. Y'all up, bro.
Yeah, stop that.
You're literally losing Andrew K. How does it feel?
What?
You're literally at the bottom of the leaderboard.
I like that one.
Comment W Clyde top.
W, come do it.
It's the weenie.
It's not any better.
Charges acquired.
Yo, I'm feeling A.
Not any better.
Nah, I'm feeling B. How A looking? They at B?
People over here.
Hey, one shot. Walkway. Good kill.
He's down.
Oh, they're at the doorway. At that little place.
Spicy, you want me to be careful? Come on.
One shot. We got the bomb. Yo, Florida's always trying to get where they from.
On me.
Yeah.
He got PG. Got one?
Yo, good shot, Dwarf. Good shot, Dwarf.
No, Ray's got him. Never mind.
Yeah, I got it.
On me?
Yeah, he's sniping you. He's sniping you. Handle that. Yo, it's just y'all two. It's just y'all two.
I'm flanking. Push the left side.
2v2.
Wait, we need bomb. Kyle, we need bomb. Okay.
Where's bomb? You got bomb?
No, bomb is lost. He's in the...
I'm getting him. Yo, you need air. Come near A.
Got your backup.
Get my backup. My plan. Plan up.
Got your backup.
Get my backup.
I got your backup. I'm watching store.
Good movement. W movement, Dwarf. I'm playing entrances.
Okay, back, cool.
I see. Okay. Yo, watch bomb.
I am.
He's gonna come through right, Kyle.
60 seconds.
Never mind.
Coming.
He's coming out. Yo, the comeback is real. Where that country? Yo. Before we knock the beer out your stomach.
What's that?
Let's go.
I need all the smoke.
Let's go.
I need all that.
Yo, 3-3. It ain't not over yet. It ain't over. Shit ain't over. You sit on him? Untangle him. Did you sit on him?
Oh my God, my ball!
Yo, cheeseburger. Where you at, cheeseburger? I like the way you playing, cheeseburger. I like the way you playing. You locked in.
Yeah, cheeseburger, good shit. You feel me? We started off bad at first, but we good now.
Half the game, but...
Yo, cheeseburger.
Wait. Call out. I killed him. Yo, somebody over here? What's the other side?
You stole my kill on the side.
On me? Got him, one down. Got him.
Damn, y'all. Bro, I can't even find nobody. What an action at?
6v1?
It's this whole 6v1. That was quick.
I'm pushing A.
Damn.
Let's go. We got it.
We won now, this bro.
Oh yeah. We won
Okay, T. Okay.
That got some monkey nuts on that ball. Come on, man.
Yo, I got me a war machine and some missiles. I got missiles.
Hey, let that bitch drop.
Let it. What?
Come on, man. Oh, I thought it was saying let that be.
But let them.
I don't get the you gotta close up this game.
How do I say goodbye? Yo, Gardner, using my missiles.
You good? I got you cover. I'm going to your front. You didn't have back. You got your back. You didn't have back. Fine. It's cool.
They got ghosts.
Yo, Spicy, get the off face and go get some kills.
Top.
On me? To the right side?
Okay, I'm playing A.
On me. One on me. Oh, I'm so I left my stun grenade, bro.
Oh my God, he's hard scoping. He's hard scoping. Don't go that way. No. Yeah.
My stun grenade.
Watch out. Don't play that hallway. He's hard scoping it. Chelsea, do something. Chelsea. What's that? What's going on?
What's up, dude? Kelsey? Yo, you're fucking trash, bro. Get a better mic.
Yo, Asian Jason, nobody don't want to hear that. Oh, shut up. Walking through a tomato can. Shut up. You broke.
My eyes. They gotta press us. Remember, they gotta push. They gotta play. They gotta play. They gotta play. Spicy, I'm with you. Spicy, I'm with you. Behind you. Go. What? Where? Me and Spicy taking on left.
Yo, they're all in game. They're all at B.
Oh, they playing.
Y'all good.
We're second.
Yo. You got this.
Coming. I'm flagging.
You got needle.
Fuck. Yeah, they coming there. Bukak give me left, right, middle. Where they at?
That's me, bro.
That'd be an arc.
That's crazy.
We'll get them next. Is that nigga just Who's that? Yo, Kaka, you just got
Is that the quick movie?
Collar.
I'm not gonna lie, we might have to... Dwarf, we might have to kick you at the party.
Collar. That's bad. That's bad.
I'm locking in.
Please.
Yo, you gotta lock in, bro. That was very not clean.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yo, whoa, that sounded crazy.
Talk to yourself, my friend. What am I doing? I don't know my controls.
Yo, watch out for
I'm throwing grenades.
hallway snipers. Just I feel like we should flank left.
I'm gonna play with you, Weenie?
Yeah, I'm going with you. I'm going with Josh.
I forgot to 4Bs. We have a teammate that left. I forgot. I mean, where's that? I mean, do that.
He threw C4.
Help color. Got him. He's down. Okay, there we go. Do we have bomb? Where's bomb?
You do.
Somebody. Come B.
We
I'm come B. Oh my God, I'm coming. Kill him.
Got him.
Off the wall. Grenade out. On me.
Escalate.
Good shit. He's good. Down. He's yes. Good shit.
Look at me. Check me out. The big monster. What a... I'm not done. Come here. Yo, we had a disadvantage.
It's a 5v6. It's a 5v6.
We got this. All right.
Better. We got this. Lock in. Remember, there be snipers that be holding these motherfuckers.
Oh, kid all the way down there.
Somebody's behind us? Is that behind us?
Yeah, kid all the way down other end.
The fuck?
Got one.
Planning.
Go. My aim on potato.
It's okay. You did your thing. I don't know what to do that at.
No. Good kill. No. 2v2 play your life.
They're on A.
Oh, no, don't run in. Let's go, Dwarf.
Subscribe to A.
You know why you trying to get his shot out in like that?
Let's go, Dwarf.
Yo, that's what you call dwarf shooter.
I'm on BT tonight. Oh. Yo, is the fire good? What's good in this?
Tell me the
Jimmy Chonda.
Name the device.
Telephone.
Turns out moms are always right. And it turns out the General is a quality insurance company that's been saving people money for nearly 60 years. For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, go with the General.
No, that's a good shot. Craig, is Craig good?
Yo, can somebody put me Amazon Prime so I can sub to my favorite Twitch streamer?
Oh my fucking god. Yo, I'm on BT.
Yo, y'all remember this map? Y'all remember we used to hit the decks on this map?
BT I've ever heard. I'm on BT. Yo, Rage, I'm on BT. Okay, lock it. Yo, this gun sucks.
Yo, middle of the map. Train. A-bomb.
I'm here. I'll peek with you. Okay. That was a bad play. Sucks. That's a bad play. He's holding it down with an LMG. I'm going XM4 here.
Yo, we just got...
Yeah, we got melted. He's holding it down with the LMG. What are we supposed to do? Like what?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you one time, Mandingo, put the sniper up before in game. 1v1. That's the warning though, bro.
Hold on. It's cool. MP5, this is like a mid-range map though. Chat is like a long-range mid-range.
Yo, dishwasher. Dishwasher. Do you feel cool using an MLG with a yo? What?
Yeah.
Hey, your name is Dishwasher?
What? What?
A dishwasher, really?
MLG. Yo, don't go this way, they sniping.
Wait, the girl name is Dishwasher?
Yeah.
Yes, bro. That's for the women, bro. I wasn't even thinking. Yo, we're getting up.
No!
They quick scope it. I'm gonna lie, we need a quick scope. We need a quick scope. What the? Yo, what the?
No, I got one bad.
Bro, I got bad. It's Dishwasher again! Oh my god, man. She's my supper's not leveled up. She's...
Yo, what's up with people and snipers in this game, bro?
Hey, listen to me. Hey, Dishwasher, we're going to fuck. Understand me? Stop.
Are you mad?
Got it. Let's lock in. Let's lock in.
Sound mad. Calm down.
Lock in.
Calm down.
Shut up. You better go on my... Enjoy this.
No, not the highlights. Little boy. Yo, Dorf.
Really?
Yeah, that's
calm
offensive.
down.
That's a, yeah.
I'm gonna calm down.
I already know how you feeling.
I'm gonna lock it. Are you ready? I'm locking.
Defend the objectives.
I'm gonna lock it.
She sound fat anyway.
Tracks.
Good kills.
Good shit. 65. Medium behind you on the back.
I'm on B. Blitzed his ass.
Are you on B? Are you on BT? Somebody else is there? I'm going train.
Run out. Push through middle. I see somebody.
I need to get MP5.
I made it.
Oh my god, somebody's behind me?
Good kill, Trippy! Yo, 5v2, play your life. They got a plan. I think the last person is at B. NGO. Sit the f down, that's what you
Come on, man. Good shit, right? Like that? I love it. Good. Squiggly around. Shit. Dishwasher. Say no, we coming back.
You need to stop.
And you need to shut up. You need to stop yelling.
You need the objective.
Alright, let's lock in. Crap. Let's lock in. Grenade out.
Yo, kill two fetters in the train.
That was me.
They're all B.
I'm pushing with you. I'm pushing A. Hello? My answers? I knew it. Got him. You got him? Knew it. I got him. I'm pushing A slowly.
Yo!
On me.
Good kill. Okay. Back it up, back it up,
I'm just him. Yo, in a spawner. What's up?
I'm not talking over no yelling at.
You shut up.
I'm not talking over
Hey, you gotta take your kids to school.
W Cop players, W team, Weem.
Good team. Good team.
I feel like they going to A this time.
Shit. What the field mic? What is that?
I think it's something to help you spot enemies.
Oh, it's Labor Day. Her kid don't got school. That's tough.
That's tough. I'm mind you,
Osfield. Train.
Where? I got him.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Got him. Oh, that's my. Get good. So bad. You're so bad. You're so bad. Oh my God. Here comes Captain Saber.
Yeah, shut your.
That's why I said
stop sipping over Discord Nitro. Let's go.
Job, team.
Lock in.
Yo, team. God, man. No love. Ship it. Man,
who bomb? Who?
I don't want to find. I'm gonna go A every time. I'm going A every time. What happened?
Oh yeah.
It was a tomahawk.
Oh yeah.
I'm like that.
Bomb dropped.
I'm with you in it. I'll get your trade.
I feel somebody coming.
Yo, we need bomb.
I'm getting it.
Not him!
Charges acquired.
Not him!
Where you at?
I don't know what I'm fixing that.
Me? Oh, me, train, sniper's train.
He's trying.
Come on, man. Boss planted. Hey, just watch bomb, that's it.
Okay, good shit.
I just threw a grenade like it is.
He's coming in. He's coming in. Through mid. Yes. Right there.
Right side. Good shit. Yo, go play RPO. Go play RPO some dumb.
What? Come on, man.
Nah, he's trying to get on your ass.
Rage, I love this out of you, bro. I love it.
Fuck, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
I'm just focused. I'm just
feeling great.
I'm just trying to play good. I'm just trying to make y'all proud at the end of the day.
I feel you.
You're doing amazing. You're making me proud. Let's go.
Hey, Esports calling my phone right now. Esports calling my phone.
Talk to me.
Nick Merch trying to join.
Talk to me.
I was banned in Nick Merch set for 4 years.
I was banned on his Twitter for like 2 years, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that nigga Chris.
Whoa, middle, B.
Okay. Hey, wait, hold on. I hear somebody.
What you do? I said this team was dog shit when they lost to Wage.
I feel somebody.
Kill that nigga. Ooh, good shot.
Right side.
Damn. Good try.
Got one. Another one right there. Another one right there. Hey. Come on, no love. To your right.
Oh, no love.
You gotta get to bomb, no love. You gotta get to bomb.
You hear him. Right. Oh, you see the other. Don't. No, come on.
Don't fight.
Why are you? Why?
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
Had a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time while I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
There you go. Taze, bro. Bro, you're not gonna get a taze, bro. You're not gonna get a defuse the bomb. Oh my God. Even if you're a nigga, you gotta go defuse the bomb, man. Come on, man. You're not trying to win. You're just trying to get montage highlights.
Yo, 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds. Bro. We can't let them come back.
What the?
Let me put up this heavy ass AK.
Exterminate the objectives.
We're going, yeah, but let's go A with it.
Go ahead. Watch it.
Good snipe.
Oh my. Just chill out on us, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody's at A.
Not planting, but
I'm playing.
I got a field view right here. I got a field view right here. So I'm taking right. I got right on lock right now.
The train's coming. They can't even come through for real.
Money's right. Coming on A. He's coming on A. He's on A.
Only one enemy remains.
Pain diffuser.
Oh yeah, I'm
Pain diffuser. Pain diffuser.
Major teabag sets right now.
Major teabag.
He ain't diffusing. He ain't diffusing. Come on, man.
Great move.
One more.
Great team strategy.
One more.
Oh my God, great snipe. Sit the down, Kev. Too fed, you loser. The fuck up, bitch.
We locked the BP50 and max leveled it. I'm going to go through some of the base stats as well as the modifying attachments, the change of rate of fire, and damage profile. It's pretty straightforward to unlock. You need 15 kills while in down sight using a ACOG sight. If you're in Modern Warfare, you can use the VOK. And if you're in Vanguard, you can use like the 2.5 optic, and it should pretty much count. One match, you can back out, and it tracks that way. Right now is a good time to do it because there is a double XP, and this actually stacks with the XP tokens. So if you want to go in there, activate that, you can actually level this thing up very quick and rebirth blood money, or you can go to one of the other modes, do a bunch of contracts, and that is a very straightforward way to level up this gun. So we're able to check out the fire rates where you start firing, the gun goes through, it does its little animation, and then you kind of just figure out the time at when it goes from 60 bullets to 50, and that gives you the overall rate of fire. Plug that in for pretty much all the various options that you need to test it at, and then get the damage profiles. Plug those into a spreadsheet, and this is what we get. We got the actual rate of fire based off how fast it takes to fire. The base overall profile of this weapon is a 700 RPM. This is what the base damage ends up looking like. So overall, it doesn't kill particularly fast. You need neck and headshots in the mix to make the TTK faster. Even at range, it can be pretty bad in terms of TTK compared to what some of the meta options are, and especially after all the weapons that were buffed in today's update. You can see that I went through, tested the recoil booster, the individual barrels, and then the individual barrels with recoil booster. So if you want to kind of modify that out, you can kind of see how it works with the headshot mag, where it actually boosts your headshot significantly, can actually impact the shots to kill. Same thing with over here with the neck and chest. You can see how it modifies the damage profile from 26 up to 30. down to 10 if you're able to hit a lot of those shots. Even at that point, the TTK isn't particularly strong or special. Kind of middle of the pack, relatively easy to use. There's an initial kick at the beginning that makes it a little bit tricky. But if we even use we want to use it, let's say, as a sniper support or close range, just plug in the fastest fire rate possible, which is using those specific attachments, which is the fast firing barrel and recoil booster. We can actually get these values right here, which you can see up close isn't particularly special, and that's okay. It just means that it's usable, but you don't want to get caught using up close against other SMGs that are supposed to dominate at those close range. So since it doesn't excel at one particular category, it makes it kind of hard to actually kind of build a class, in my opinion, because if we go for long range, it doesn't really kill all that fast, so you can't really use any of these. You don't want the slower fire rate, which is going to slow down your TTK, so you kind of go without a barrel if you're going to use this for long range. We got the laser, which gives you a few different options. We're going to go with the recoil control, recoil recovery, because we want to be as accurate as possible. We're going to either go with this Slate 2.5 custom, which is the hybrid optic, or we're going to go with the 3.25. Generally for Caldera, you'd probably go with the higher zoom, but it really just depends on what your preference is, because they've kind of nerfed the 3 to 6x and the 4 to 8x pretty heavily. Then we typically can go with the stock. It depends on what you're going to choose here, because a lot of these have the recoils during sustained fire and the initial firing recoil, which causes a lot of wonky issues. So you want to make sure you're stacking all the same ones. So if it's initial firing recoil, because you're trying to account for that, you'd go that route, and then you'd maybe put on brace, so that stacks with that. You're getting an initial recoil there, or even some kind of recoil control. Just don't combine that with the sustained fire unless you're going all sustained fire. We got fully loaded, pretty straightforward there. And then we can go with the hatch, which is a pretty straightforward for recoil control, and this will be the initial recoil. And then that kind of brings us to the magazine and ammunition. You're probably going to go with the 60 if you're using it in a standard way. Another build for this is more of a strafe build, and you can kind of see it right here. We got recoil booster, this cork barrel, and pretty much everything's geared towards aim down sight, strafe speed, mobility, so it can be a little bit harder to use depending on your skill level. And we can see right here we're using the hip fire, so we can actually hip fire and strafe with that. And we got the remove stock, which helps a lot of stuff. Tight grip for the recoil, on hand for the better aim down sight, or you can go fully loaded if you want to go ahead and get that right off the bat, not have to worry about your rifle ammo. Then we got grooved, which is helping with recoil, but also ADS firing move speed, which again is that strafe speed. 50 round mag, which we already talked about, because of the consistency of the damage, it will help lower that TTK. And then you can either go lengthen or subsonic, and this one you'd more like an SMG sniper support, and then you combine that with a sniper, obviously, in that particular case. Let me know how both of those go. Appreciate all supporting the content. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.
There's an innovator in all of us, and your brightest ideas can come in an instant. We'll stop at nothing to provide intelligent technology that optimizes user experience, strengthens security, and maximizes your storage. So you can bring your greatest ideas to life.
Me and my brother eating lasagna, and me the pasta. Cause I love it, and she like to eat it. And she gonna say instead, what are you doing? I don't know what she's doing. My baby,
So one of the craziest things about this mode is that how it is the blueprint for a ranked game mode, and this has been mentioned several times. Unfortunately, we're not getting the ranked mode. It doesn't look like it. Whatever was leaked was them experimenting with iron trials, titanium trials to give us a ranked mode. And I think it's really interesting to look how they've added the duos mode, which was never planned. Obviously, it started with quads. Preference-wise, I prefer trios as the most mode that I enjoy to play is generally trios. Quads is cool. Solos, nah. Every BR plays slow, but people enjoy that aspect too because it can feel rewarding. If you were going to play ranked for a Warzone, because obviously Warzone 2 is theoretically supposed to have a ranked game mode, what do you think you would lean towards? Would you prefer to play trios, quads, duos, solos, and why? Because obviously they do want to kind of nail that down, because there's a core audience that loves to chill around, role play in the game. Maybe they play Plunder. There's people who like to improve and you know, maybe get better over time. There's people that only care about movement. TikTokers, we're looking at you. Then there's people who like actually like to play battle royales, slow and methodical. Some people kill race. But when it comes to ranked, it gives you something to play for. And generally what that means is most people tend to slow down as you reach your skill threshold, meaning that everyone in the lobby is like skilled, because actual skill-based matchmaking is in effect, not this engagement-based optimization matchmaking that has kind of been around for a couple years and has tons of nuance and people are very confused on, because it's not as straightforward as you queue up, you get in the lobby with everyone your skill level. That's more reflective of ranked mode. So I think, you know, there's definitely a need for it. The rules in general, I think, you know, when we're looking at this, we're going to see how people play. Obviously, you have to play slower, especially in duos, because the regain opportunities are so hard. There's not a free loadout. The buy stations do get cheaper for loadouts over time, so maybe get a second one. Tempered is on everyone. It looks like one guy has all the money. They do have 15,000 now, so if they wanted to rotate over to a buy station, use the balloon, they could go get that. Obviously, there's a red car in the area. Oh, his teammate's fighting. His teammate, oh, he might get full. Oh, can't break a glass, dude. Get out. Oh, his teammate was able to regain. Maybe he's still fighting them. There's a 2v1. He might be able to third party here. Oh, he does not have the right gun. His teammate's getting full scent. How will he handle himself? He doesn't really have a good gun for this. Obviously, if he lands the shots, cool. Those this guy. Oh, your teammate needs the Overwatch, bro. You haven't hit a shot. There it is. You got it. You got him. Got him down.
If you want to ace your paper, download Grammarly. Are you me? Yeah, you in 3 months. See, I love our ideas here, but this sentence structure could use a little work. Grammarly helps you clean up messy, confusing sentences to get your point across clearly. Whoa, good looks. Future me, no problem. Don't forget about spelling and grammar mistakes. Just click on the highlighted areas and Grammarly's advanced spelling and grammar suggestions will fix those right up. Whoa, this is wild. Does anything else cool happen to us in the future? We finish undergrad early, working on our PhD now, and we meet a guy named Brent, fall in love, but he wasn't the one. Thank you. Thank you. What? What'd you win? Oh, you know, just some little old Peace Prize. Casual with the Peace Prize? Yeah, you already know. Hey, that's great. Let's finish this essay. Grammarly checks against billions of sites and catches any...
It's the first of the month. Yeah! We smoking on Fredo! Open up, Fredo! We smoking on your Fredo! Yeah! Fredo! Come out and play! Open up!
Oh, hell.
Oh, stop! Open up, man! Open up! Yo! Yeah! Yeah! What nigga all that shit, Fredo? Come on! Come here! Fuck out of here!
Fashion is getting a makeover on YouTube Shorts. See your favorite creators turn old clothes into fun new looks. Watch and make your own on YouTube Shorts.
My son deserves the finer things in life, like his Old Spice Gentleman's Blend Lavender and Mint Body Wash.
Is that lavender I smell?
What?
It's okay. I use this body wash too.
It's my body wash. So, Wuop ended up seeing my video, and this is what I'm saying, bro. These things that y'all post, these things that y'all say, y'all got kids like this, and it's encouraging them to be that. Now, I can't get him out of stuff like this. Now, we got this Sunday dinner at Mo House, and I'm gonna just try to act like everything normal. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen, I don't care what you be doing in school, don't do that today, okay? Stop. Now go in there and sit on the couch. Hey, everybody.
Good, what's good?
Hey, what they do?
Who's that hiding?
My son, man.
That's
your business, man. That's your business. That's y'all, little dog. You been tripping lately, y'all. Here. Sit over here and get on your phone, man.
Do not.
Here. No, here, get on your phone. And stop. Hey, what is this?
This called Festival. Look at the jerk chicken though. It might. Wuop's gonna. Where's Wuop?
You sit on the couch.
Wuop!
Wuop here.
He's gonna like this. He's gonna like these two. Wuop! He didn't even come in here and say hi to me.
Wuop! What's man doing?
Man, you gotta keep that.
Gotta keep what?
Man, he going through his phase at school.
Yeah.
What you need? Man, come here, man. Here you go right here.
Wuop, come look at
He's
this.
doing this weird stuff in school, man.
What the hell, bro?
What's wrong with
What you doing? No,
it's hard, bro. What the hell?
I wanna kill my mom.
What the?
I wanna kill my dad. I wanna kill my grandma.
What the hell?
You need a hug.
No, I'm saying you're really good though, bro.
I don't know what's going on.
No, I'm saying that something serious though, bro.
I know, man. He just been.
No, you good, bro. Bro, you chilling. You gotta chill, bro.
Dad, relax, okay? I don't care what.
What's going on?
I don't care what.
Shut up.
I don't care what Jimmy.
No one cares about your opinion. No one even cares about you.
Man, what, bro? That's
Don't be
hey, bro.
disrespectful.
That's
Excuse me?
Yeah.
what's wrong with bro? Hey, bro, we gotta get out of the house. Hey,
Sit right there. Sit right there.
Sit down.
He's
Bro, I'm just saying though, you gotta go
Sit
out
down.
No.
there. I understand though, they gotta go out though.
No, but that's his-
Dub, you gotta take him out, bro, for real, bro.
Let me talk to him. Come here.
Alright, cause that's the kind of.
You need to whoop his butt.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good, all right? But I need more. You know what I'm saying? So I need you to go stand on top of that couch and just be like, like evil SpongeBob. Like that. All right, ready? All right, come on. Let's go with this.
Get away from me.
Woo! What kind of little car is this?
That's crazy. Tokyo car. Yeah, but same thing. Hey man,
Just ignore that, bro. What's wrong
I gotta
with
talk
him?
about
Huh?
you. No, hey man, we can't.
This is
We can't be playing like this, man.
No leash? It's a wild animal, man. Listen, dude, we trying to do a normal conversation.
Shut up.
Go sit down.
You go sit down.
What? You see what you doing, Dad? You got these kids yelling out. All right, literally. Let's tone it down. You're on a level 100. Let's get to at least 17. Alright?
We're out here to like get out this house. Nobody asked for you to be here.
You said what?
And you need to be on duty.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop.
Listen.
Yes.
Get out of this house, or I'm gonna drop kick you in the head, alright?
Alright. Come here, let me talk to you. Talk to you.
New York is a place where there's so many different people that come here, and not only do they start a new life, but they also find ways to bring their culture here. So there's so much to learn in New York. It's inspiring. Hi, my name is Naomi Maldonado, also known as the Trailblazer and the one and only. Without voguing, I don't know where I would be in this world. Not only because it has helped me build a career, but it has helped me build myself as a person. When I first found out about voguing, I was going to a Boys and Girls Club in the Bronx. I had my first Vogue battle on Christopher Street, like literally on concrete. The city has made me the person I am today, from Christopher Street to being home in the Bronx. Today, I'm going out to get inspiration from some of my favorite places. The Bronx is one of the most authentic boroughs when it comes to New York City. The most sought out thing in the Bronx would be the food, honestly. 188 Cuchitritos is legendary, and they have the most amazing Caribbean food. Saludos.
I am not still fucking live. What the fuck?
50 years almost, being as authentic as we can be. Hope you can